Ooh, let me tweet it out. Let me mute it so that I don't have to hear my own voice. You did...
Hello, world.
Dub, my friends.
Wait until I tweet it out.
Alright.
Mostly because it's this huge, big, full-screen window with a tweet.
I keep forgetting I set push to talk. The control key on the one on the mouse, so I gotta hold that one.
Okay, let's see. Don't do the tutorials. The game walks you through everything.
There's a tell me a story mode. I'm gonna hate this, aren't I?
What?
One of the game difficulties is tell me a story.
That's sort of a slur against those who are casual sense players.
Is everything in place?
Almost.
What do you mean, almost?
I have spoken with Montreal. The broadcast satellites are ours when we need them. A few weeks of discomfort, and the public will be primed for our recall.
And the clinics?
We control their birth strings. They will do as we say.
I still think we should wait for the referendum.
We can't afford to wait. America's Science Board convenes next month.
But the mood among the delegates is shifting. I'm positive that given more time...
No. By going public with this discovery, Sarif is forcing our hand.
The world will not change overnight just because David Sarif wills it. Besides, we can do nothing until our biochip is ready.
I thought you said you were close.
Finding the correct nerve interface has proven more challenging than anticipated. Fortunately, thanks to David, I now know where to look.
And in Washington tonight, crowds continue to gather in front of the Capitol. Most are demanding that Congress severely restrict efforts to alter the human body's abilities. This in response to claims made by biotechnology expert David Sarif that his firm may have discovered a way to make human-controlled evolution available to all. Sarif Industries researchers are set to arrive in Washington tomorrow to defend their claim. But for tonight, this is Eliza Kassan reporting to you live.
With all due respect, Major, I'll expect 2 security details waiting for us on the tarmac. No, we won't be going through the terminal. It's too exposed. Yes. I'm glad you understand. Good night, idiot.
Something wrong?
No, not for me it isn't. But you keep pulling on that necklace, Dr. Reed, and you're gonna break it. Come on, Meg. You've defended your research before.
That was different. Then it was all just theories. But this discovery, Adam, it's big. Kepler big. Rosetta Stone big.
So, what's the problem?
They'll want to know how I found it.
Megan, we're leaving for DC and... Adam, you're there. Good, good.
You need something, boss?
Yeah, I want to go over your security plans for Washington before we leave. You and your team ready to go, Megan?
Almost, David. We're just rechecking data.
Well, make it snappy. We have to actually be in Washington before you can dazzle all those federally appointed know-it-alls.
I hate it when he does that. Come on, I'll walk you part way.
Yeah, let me turn the game down again. You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Alright. Alright, let's fix the mouse control. I don't know, it just feels off. No, that's too much the other direction.
David's waiting at him.
Nope.
Why do they let you adjust X and Y separately?
I don't know.
I've never seen
That's
that before.
Weird. Now it still feels too. There we go.
Warning. This lab is for authorized personnel only.
What did you mean back there, Meg? About how you found it?
Nothing. It's just my nerves talking.
There's something I should know about this place, about Sarif.
Megan!
Hold on.
We're still getting biochemical fluctuations across the artificial flow cells.
Okay. But the increased neural peptides coming from the PDOT cluster could be throwing off your calibrations.
Right. I'll double check that.
I can't believe you were asking about David. You've been here long enough to know of... Eric! You wouldn't be avoiding me, would you?
I wouldn't dream of it, Dr. Reed. I think I know why Declan's readings are off.
Too many peptides?
I'm thinking the glial tissue breakdown we noticed after splicing in the repressive protein might be the cause. If we had a better cytometer...
We might get a more accurate reading that confirms your theory. I'll ask David to consider it.
Well, if he orders one from Page Industries, maybe they'll throw in another cappuccino maker.
You overthink everything, Adam. The work we're doing is good. We're helping people overcome their physical limitations.
Yeah, except most of our clients seem to be DOD.
You're doing
It's
good.
not all
Just another hour to go.
We work with teachers, doctors, construction workers.
Damn it!
Watch it, Eddie. Those boxes are worth more than your salary.
Sorry.
Nia, you almost ready?
For Washington? Huh.
Ah, Dr. Reed. This is General O'Neill.
Dr. Sevchenko was telling me you've made progress on the Typhoon.
Yes, thanks to Vasily, actually.
As I was saying, sir, the Typhoon uses a modified combat chassis like the one I'm wearing. But I've improved its design using shaped microcharges to propel the steel balls.
And the backblast problem?
Solved through kinetic bleeders in the augment. Here, watch. Go ahead.
Impressive. How soon till it's ready?
I'm afraid I have to run, but Vasily has all the details, General.
Of course.
We still have some work to do to improve the Typhoon.
You're right. The teacher would just love having one of those things.
You're missing the point. Defense contracts keep us afloat, but neural augmentations that make you think faster, react quicker, they can really improve a life. Everybody's lives. David's talked about it for years.
Yeah, he is a talker.
He's a good man. Admit it, Adam.
A teacher would just love having one of those things.
Like everyone, Dr. Reed.
Yeah, right.
How far are you going?
Diane's office. I forgot to leave her a key so she can walk Kubrick. He's gotten big, you know. Keeps knocking over all my plants.
Did you destroy that vase yet?
I moved it. And I fenced in the yard. Like you always said you were going to.
Yeah, never got around to that. Sorry.
Me too. About a lot of things. Adam, there's something I...
Good evening.
Pritchard.
So, are we all ready for the trip?
There's Farida. I'd better hurry. See you at the helipad, Adam.
Sure.
Did I interrupt something, Jensen?
You fixed that firewall yet?
You don't fix an entire firewall. You find the loophole and plug it.
Then did you plug it?
Yes, I did. Want to know how? Oh, wait, I forgot. Ex-cop. I doubt you'd understand.
Ex-SWAT, and you'd be surprised. Sarif has to see you too.
Athena. She wants me to show her how to track our scientist-implanted locator devices. In case your security plans in Washington don't measure up.
They will.
Gentlemen, how wonderful to see you both. Go right in, Adam. He's waiting.
This is the newest in encrypted GPL trackers, Athena. It transmits data to our dedicated satellites every 10 feet.
I don't care what it takes. I want you, Darrow, in Washington, by my side.
Why do you say that?
He's a Nobel Prize winner. Senators love this guy, Lyle. The hearings will go much smoother with him there.
You're so picky.
Big day for us tomorrow. Everything in place?
Yes, sir. Capitol Police will escort us to the Hill, and then Federal Protection Services takes over.
Good, good. How's our girl holding up?
She's nervous.
All she has to do is show him her research. She explain it to you?
Not really into the whole science thing, boss.
It's incredible. All those purists out
The game
there
opens up
accusing us
after
of tampering with the natural order.
all that
when
finishes.
all Megan's done is figure out how to unlock the potential.
What
that
game are
exists
you
within our own
playing,
DNA.
Human
It's
Revolution.
easier than anything you, Darrow, ever did.
Oh!
Environmental malfunction.
So he's gonna find more things
Laboratory
to complain
subsection
about and prove
6.
to us
All
once
lab
again.
teams, please
He
report
is a pleb who
We
doesn't
better
like
not
good
take any
video
chances.
games.
Not tonight. Use my elevator to get down there. You know the code?
Yeah, 0451.
Let me know what you find. Athena, get someone to shut off the damn racket.
Yes, sir.
Finally.
Hurry up, Adam. What is 0451?
Pritchard, where's Megan? She report in yet?
Her GPL implant shows her moving through the microchem labs. I think she's running.
Damn it. Must have been a serious equipment failure. Can you get eyes on her?
I'm trying, but the intellicams aren't responding. There's interference coming from somewhere. Find out what's happening, Jensen. Hurry!
Pritchard? Pritchard!
Hold on, I gotta turn this down. I'm sick of the frame rate going all over the place. Hey, there we go.
User joined your channel.
Hey Fab, how's it going?
We are live, by the way.
Oh, shit, hi.
Hello. Well, not like big investment or anything, but I feel good today. I feel like say the power of Christ truly compelled me for once.
You're right back.
Footsteps. Who's there? I see you. You running? Come on out.
But I guess the only reason why I'm kind of saying that, I think we mean a problem too hard today, which made me feel really, really good. Oh, you're just starting Human Revolution right now?
Yeah, he is.
And you died in the intro. Wait. That's kind of hard to do. I'm also going to mention you need to use cover more often.
Okay.
Yeah, take cover down in the lab below, and then peek over and shoot at the guys.
Yeah, this is not Call of Duty. The cover does actually make a difference.
Hearing source of disturbance. We know someone's here. Keep looking.
There's a cover system, as in there's a button you press that makes you lock on the cover.
The crouching and behind cover also.
You can't keep hiding.
And the other thing you can do with the cover system is that you can actually do swivels around or jumps to cover the cover. Actually, come to think of it, in comparison to some other games, it's actually, once you sort of get into the groove with it, it's actually a pretty darn good cover system.
It is.
I've got you now.
Because once you get good at like mastering that little cover system, it's much easier for you to do your murder hovering on certain missions.
There we go.
And when it says space press, that means that you'll switch cover. There we go. Can you search the guys?
Can you? You just
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can evade. You can avoid them if you can memorize their patterns.
That's.
So the game does actually give you the option of navigating around them, and there's even an achievement for pulling it off successfully.
Yeah, I gave up on that when I dragged a body and they died. But you do get more XP for stealth and non-lethal takedowns.
Yes.
But I don't think you get XP in the intro sequence anyway, so whatever.
Dude, actually, I'm trying to remember. I don't think stealth is a lot easier in Human Revolution compared to just going into an all-out firefight.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, that was efficient. Pop, pop, pop. 3 headshots.
There you go. Learning.
Pop, 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 pop.
And keep in mind, you can also use even some of the sliding doorways, like either side, as cover as well if you needed to. So there's a lot of things you can use for cover in this game. If you wanted to use it. Like, now that I sit back and think about it, outside of the two Deus Ex games, I'm wondering if the only other game that comes close to that type of thought for what is it, for that sort of cover system might be what's it, Kill Switch, if anyone remembers
So I
that.
can't take his gun?
You will be able to eventually.
Oh, okay.
But in this intro sequence, you actually have unlimited ammo, for some reason. You will not have unlimited ammo when the regular game starts, trust me.
Yeah, if you crouch down, then yeah, you can do a little pop-off from that. It's really good.
Bab, I'm starting to get real scarred. You can get 1 terabyte SSDs for under $160 now.
Well, that's where all the memory is going. It clearly isn't going into lowering the price of certain graphics cards.
I don't know. I've been able to snap up graphics cards for around MSRP lately.
Ah. Okay, so I guess the price has finally caved down after people suddenly realized you could still mine, but you're not going to be instantaneously rich buying a bazillion GPU cards.
Pretty much.
Also, I realized something else. 2 more years before Win 7 stops getting supported. Oh, maybe I should put supported in air quotes. Before I have to move up to Linux build. Well, it'll probably most likely be a Linux dual boot, likely.
Yep.
What's astounding is there's been a lot of stuff I've been able to run on this Phenom system of mine for like 7 years. 7 years I've had this. And what's funny is, you know, well actually no, that would make it 8 now. And what's funny is, you know, I've got, there's a friend of mine, well, more like an acquaintance, who's kind of stunned that I've been able to get that much out of a Phenom 2 processor for this many years. Which I think is kind of awesome way.
You need to repair that artery.
Phenom was a pretty... You know, I wish I had a monster can, because it's just... Phenom 2 was a good processor.
Yep. I mean, it took them a couple of years past the sort of weird, wonky experiment of bulldozer. But, you know, at the end of the day, AMD plays games better than Intel did. Well, it also helped that they didn't throw $300 billion down the tubes into whatever that nobody can account for.
Well, the way I see it, Bulldozer just taught them what not to do when trying to bring more than 4 cores to market. Of course, then again, when looking at Ryzen, you're essentially looking at a product that merged consumer and prosumer product lines that would be separate in an Intel build.
Yep.
I mean, shit. Technically, you can, like, take your normal Ryzen processors and use them in places where data storage can be important, or that error-correcting memory and all.
Yep. And it also helps that ASC did put something of a focus on some of the chips used for like cell phones, tablets, and stuff. I mean, and they got way unlike Intel. They got to the console market, you know, big way.
Is this thing gonna turn into RoboCop?
Yes!
Yes! It'll be the best version of RoboCop, the best remake of RoboCop you've ever played.
Dude!
Since the live-action version of Ghost in the Shell, which, after watching it with my dad, with his Magic 2-finger discount, I was like going, wait a minute. They didn't make Ghost in the Shell. They made a, what was it, Rule 63 version of RoboCop. Because they didn't know how to do Ghost in the Shell. Like, I'm serious, you watch that and you go, well, wait a minute, this is just RoboCop. just with the sexes, just with the sexes of the partners reversed.
But how does it compare with the RoboCop remake?
The Ghost in the Shell live-action remake is a better RoboCop than the RoboCop remake. Even though they were not intending it to be. That's what makes it so fucking hilarious. Whereas in this case, with Deus Ex Human Revolution, this game seriously is
you in the building?
Like the best version of
Just enter
RoboCop
the
you'll
lobby.
ever play, because
Sorry
the guys who made this really were heavily inspired by RoboCop
breaking out of Milwaukee
and
Junction
Ghost in the
factory.
Shell and a lot of
Meet me at the helipad.
more cyberpunk stuff that came out
I have to see Pritchard
post
first.
the original Deus Ex.
Something's wrong with my retinal enhancement.
There.
Frank's on the second floor in the tech lab.
Though,
Make
of course,
it quick.
with the way that
People's
they've been
lives are at
going
stake.
with the prequel series, at this point, I think they're not really ever going to link it up with the original Deus Ex, and I'd be fine with that. It's a different set of aesthetics.
There we go. Hopefully the audio will be better now.
Different everything, really, when you think about it.
Isn't that one vision augmented that shows you where the cameras are looking? Isn't that handy?
Yes, you've got all sorts of augments, and the neat thing is, you go to Pritchard to get the weird glitching fix. It's one of those nice little subtle things that sort of did in the game.
About time.
Doesn't that sort of
what
help
happened?
to make it feel
Get
like
stuck
an
in an
actual
air
world?
duct on the way over?
Yes.
Nice to see you too, Francis. Something's wrong with my retinal display. Can you fix it?
If it's what I think it is, probably. Of course.
Which is something I'm going to actually praise a lot about the sequel game for this.
Processors
because,
were completely in sync.
how do I put it
But
this
don't
way?
worry. Your
Sequel
Sentinel
game,
health implant will kick in
there
soon,
was
repairing
an
any
attempt,
damage that
I
might
think,
cause.
by certain people to write a
Your
very
retinal
positive
display should be
storyline
fine
for it, but
its recognition
the way they
software won't be
executed
picking
it,
up hostiles
they
yet,
came up with
but you should be
something
seeing
that
radar
turned
and
out to
targeting
be better than I think they
Biomedical data
initially
too, if you're in
intended.
pain.
Right. We done here?
And I sometimes wonder if
Your
that's
Seraph is waiting
what
for me at the
happens when you
helipad.
get a bunch
I
of
know.
people
Radicals
trying
have
to
broken into
initially
our
do
manufacturing
something,
plant and taken
and then they
hostages.
accidentally put in so much interesting background stuff that they come up that the story that comes out actually is better than you kind of expect.
Lucky for you, I'm gonna ignore that comment.
Because,
we're done
as
here.
I say, one of the things about spoilers for the sequel game of
I haven't played it, so.
well, it's not that big of a spoiler because it's kind of revealed right off from the get-go. Is
Adam, how close are you to the
one of the
helipad?
tragedies
Almost there.
of what
Good.
you're discovering at the end of
SWAT's
this
about
game
to turn this
is
into a PR nightmare.
like the
Meet me in the
whole
chopper. I'll
big
brief you as we
thing,
go.
what they're trying to lead up to, I think, for the first Deus Ex is just how much the old guard of the
Welcome back,
Illuminati
Jensen.
is
Didn't think
having
we'd see
issues
you around
with,
here for a while
Bob
yet.
Page's
You know how it goes,
view
Malik.
of what to
Duty
do with
calls.
this sort of technology,
Don't I know
whereas
it.
they're all like
I was
all
in my
about the
wingsuit halfway
cybernetic
to the top of the
stuff,
Renaissance
direct
Center when I got the
mechanical
911.
implants were
But you,
Bob Page.
6 months is a hell of a
Or
short time to
Bob
come
Page.
back from the dead. You sure
Oh,
you're
what-
ready
what?
for this?
Only one way to find out.
Where I
Roger
think
that.
the big issue
The
is,
boss is already on board,
you know,
arguing
Bob
with the
Page,
DPD's
like,
tactical
well, why are we
response team.
wasting your time
They've got the
doing
plant
whole
surrounded, but Mr. Seraph wants you to go in
mechanical
first.
chip check? We could just go straight
You
to
all set here?
nanotechnology.
Because
and
the sooner we take off, the better it
bioengineering
will be
to
for
cut out the
everyone.
middleman. That's kind of what the whole battle is about.
Great.
And
Then let's get airborne.
the game subtly gives you hints that, what was it? The game sort of subtly hints that what they're going to do with all of the people who initially jumped to the initial tech rush for augmentation is, it's kind of like what MasterCard is kind of doing to what they sort of want with third world people. If I can put it politely, they want to put them into some form of debt slavery, where it's like, well, here's the thing: we're going to put you to these perfect environments where you guys will still be able to use your
Don't
augmentation.
for Rita to put us
stuff,
down on a roof.
but
I don't want the crowd seeing you go in.
you know,
Fine.
it'll be a
As long as she
paradise
pulls you
you
up and then
can't
I'm
leave,
gone.
and you're going to be
So what am I
permanently
looking at
working
here? Who are
for
these
all
guys?
these corporations
Pro-human
because you're
purists,
so
or
heavily
so they
augmented.
say. The
So
same
it's kind
purists
of
who've been
it's a very
firebombing limb clinics all over the
subtle
country.
thing. And as I say, it's all kind of
I don't
slowly
think it's a
revealed right at the
coincidence they
beginning
hit
of
us
the game.
today,
If
only
you
hours after
play
we
through the
moved the
rest of it,
Typhoon
it
in
sort
for
of
assembly
makes
line
sense.
factory.
The Typhoon?
What's kind of going down. And
Megan's
I thought
team was
that
testing
was
it the day
kind
that
of...
bastard.
I wonder if
Who's
it's
on point
because
for
maybe
these
some
guys?
of the writers were clever enough to pick up on this.
I know you and
So I mean,
Megan
it's sort of like,
once...
as I say
Who
right
is on
now, the
point
big
for
thing
these
if anyone here
Goes
has
by
actually
the name of Sanders.
watched,
That's him there. He's
well,
an
for the few
augmented
people who
atom,
might actually
so he can't
watch
be one of the
this,
mercs who
New Zealand
attacked us.
short fan attack
But he
from
did
some
know
nation
exactly
Nick
how to
LaRose
get inside our
postings
plant.
that
All
right now
So how do you want
they're
me to handle
looking at
this?
trying to
First
get as
priority
many
is the
people in the
Typhoon.
third world
I'm
hooked on
keeping
the credit
SWAT out
cards
until
as
you've
possible,
secured it.
because
As far as
that
rules
way,
of engagement
it's like,
go,
well,
I'll defer to you.
you want these fresh
Lethal
Nike kicks
or non-lethal?
Well, we'll give you this free
I'm not about to
debit
take any
card.
chances.
Well,
Lethal
it's not
it
necessarily
is.
free, because
But remember, they do have
getting
hostages,
hooked on a
and I'd hate to
debt
see any of
plan
our
that
people
you're going to
get
be
caught in the
endlessly paying
crossfire.
off for those nice fresh kicks. And
You
all
remember
these,
what it's
and
like
the
in there?
iPod that you want.
A lot of tight enclosed
This other good that
hallways.
you want, and the car
But
that
the
you
labs
want,
themselves are pretty
And
open.
that,
High ceilings.
in a way, that's
so,
like, yeah, it
you
might
want
not
something you
involve
can use from a distance?
replacing an arm
or
and a
up
couple
close?
of body parts or sticking a chip in your brain, but the concept is the same. You leverage something of
Give me
yourself
something with distance.
to
If I get too
another
close, I'll
organization
take them
in a
out
form
personally.
of
Just
debt
try not to
slavery.
break anything expensive. The Typhoon should be in the factoring labs, but Pritchard will tell you more as you go in. I've got him
And that,
running comms.
in some ways, kind of makes sense as to why Patreon's
Anything else?
acting the way
Keep your eyes open for
that it
hostages.
sort of
Free 'em
is.
if you can, but the
Because a
Typhoon
lot
is
of
your
data
number
processors step
one
back and go,
priority.
wait a minute.
We developed
These
it for the
people
alphabet
are using
agencies,
credit,
and if
and
we
they're
don't
using it
deliver it to them intact
effectively
and still
to
a secret,
produce
well,
what we want
I'm
people
sure
to
you'll
do
get the job
is
done
to get
right.
hooked on so much cheap credit that we make money off of the spread. And this is actually nothing really new. I mean, if you, most of your watching news are American, you guys know what happened to the housing market. Like so many years ago, it was a big push for home ownership. But instead of encouraging, savings or trying to, get more people into industries that they were producing wealth or increasing entrepreneurship to generate the land and stuff, the whole idea was, let's give them super cheap loans because, at a certain level for the banking enterprises, a person who goes and just buys, say, a new house for a nonsensical, hyper-extended loan, right? They make more money off of a person delaying their payments out as long as possible with minimum payments than if a person actually puts effort in and pays it off.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm hearing some rumors that they might be thinking of doing a third game. But I'm like thinking of doing a third game with like the Human Revolution aesthetics and stuff. I would just want them to just do a remake of Invisible War. Just do a remake of Invisible War. And just have maybe the final ending of the game being like a standoff between, your two sides, the various sides, but the two big factions is between, J.C. Denton, who represents, the transhumanists, hack the human body sort of thing, and, Jensen side with all the cybernetic augmented guys kind of representing that no, we want to have the machine man thing, and we're more like, tech industrialist types sort of thing. Everything's, you still have this technology, but we want to make things more separate and distinct and, kind of like, it's like two different visions of transhumanism. One vision is all about group mindedness, the other one is about individuality, but being more separate, but having more of a physical cost. I mean, that would be interesting. And besides, doing a remake of Invisible War would be so much better. There's nothing worse than having a game series where you have an awesome first game, and then it ends, like, your entire game timeline ends on, like, a really awkward sequel.
Pretty sure you can get his gun too.
Yeah.
Yeah, at this stage, you can get any of their weapons if they've got them.
You did say you were going to do the hostile takedown, so...
Richard.
If I recall, this is one of those highly lethal games where even your 10mm pistol is pretty effective. And again, 10mm isn't anything to mess around with anyway.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, Vark.
Hello.
Hey, Vark,
And I know
we're
you're
live.
streaming.
Great.
I was talking and nobody would answer.
Oh, in the stream chat?
Yeah.
Revenant says he did a non-lethal run on the hardest difficulty the first time.
Oh, I can believe it. This is a great game for really making you test that out. And one of the nice... Here's the interesting thing. When I played this game, I think this was after they had done some patches to it in the director's cut. So one of the neat things they did is they actually fixed some of the boss fights so that you could use various methods for taking them down. Like, you can't do a normal takedown of the bosses, but you can use other things in the environment to do so. Even the
Yeah, that was annoying because I'd done a non-lethal focus build. I wasn't doing a non-lethal playthrough, but my build was focused on non-lethal takedowns, and I got to the bosses and I was completely kitted out wrong.
Richard, I'm in. The door worked just fine.
I'm happy for you.
But, as I say, I think after the director's cut, they actually did some changes to some of the boss fights. And
They did. And it was very helpful for whenever I went to go full-on Hacker Man. Because it's so satisfying to just go through an entire thing, get to the point where I am able to beat down a boss by simply walking up the stairs and, oh, there's a room full of gas.
Yep. I will also say...
Are they going to jump in it?
No, I'm just
Are they gonna
be in
step
the
on it?
control room while I gas the entire fucking area. Get gas.
Why is that idiot running away from me while I was
Also-
reloading?
I have to say, why has every live-action anime film been horrible?
all of
It's
them,
very simple. Well, there are a couple of exceptions, but if it's in Japan, it's mostly because they rarely ever.
Fab, you're making me by bringing up Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah, but the reason why I find Ghost in the Shell fascinating is they didn't remake Ghost in the Shell. They remade RoboCop, reversed the sexes of the partners, and used Ghost in the Shell trapping. And it was a better remake. And what I'm saying here is they unintentionally made a better remake of RoboCop than the remake of RoboCop. That's what makes it such a weird film to me. Because that's what I watched. I said, you guys didn't understand what made that movie work. Especially the existential.
Make sure you're searching their bodies too.
Yeah, you want to get their cyborg hearts so you can distract the blood dragons. Oh wait, that's the wrong game.
Still a good game though.
It's
What
the
game?
best Ubisoft game, and unfortunately,
Uh-huh.
because Ubisoft is stuck in my neck of the woods, well, at least until I think the local Quebec Nationalist Party that got voted in recently starts cutting off Ubisoft's gimme dats for provincial funding, you're not going to see another Blood Dragon for a darn long time.
That's a darn shame.
Yeah, but you gotta understand, the only reason why Ubisoft is able to churn out so much crap on a yearly basis and bloat up their staffs is because in every country they're located in, they are sucking down a whole bunch of gives-me-that government funds.
I am not surprised.
And that's because there were just enough liberals who bought into the notion that if I invest money in the video games industry, I mix the tax dollars. It's like, no, buddy. Entertainment industries do not generate the type of revenues that, say, a manufacturing plant for cars does.
And of course, they're also often a front for tax scams. Tax fraud.
Well, no, not the software company, but the place, but
Film
like
industry,
say, well, the film industry definitely. The tech industry has a different set of scams going on, especially if you want to talk about what happened to a lot of the major telcos, some of the cool stuff they were doing in the 90s.
Fair enough.
Good thinking on closing the door. Oh shoot.
Also, Rain, there's an alternate path where you can actually do some sniping from the boxes up in the warehouse.
No, I looked up there.
Pritchard, I'm in. The door
Oh
worked
boy,
just
I get
fine.
to do all that.
I'm happy for you. The Typhoon is in the factoring labs. There's an elevator just past the assembly labs that will take you to it.
You can manual save at any time, if I
Yeah.
recall.
In this game, yeah, you can.
But yeah, Varric, the issue with anime film adaptations depends on a couple of things. There are some anime film adaptations. The best ones are usually in Japanese, naturally. And especially, it might be movies where they actually put a real budget behind it. Like something like, say, the Lone Wolf and Cub movies that came out in the 70s are really good. I mean, even though it's more of an adaptation of a hit manga at the time, but it's played out like it's budgeted like a good Chambara movie from that time period, so they're really good quality films.
I'm happy for you.
But
the Typhoon is in
the
the
problem
factoring
as of
labs.
lately
There's
is
an
the
elevator
current
just past
state
the
of the
assembly
Japanese
labs that will
film
take you to
industry
it.
is when they're
Yeah.
making film adaptations, how do I put it this way? They really tend to do them on the cheap. Like, really on the cheap. And I would say the problem
I'm in. The door worked
with
just
a
fine.
lot of
I'm happy for
American
you. The Typhoon is in the
attempts to make
factoring labs. There's an elevator
anime-based
just
films
past the assembly
is
labs that will take you
they
to it.
waste.
Got it.
Well, it's kind of like what they do with a lot of too many superhero movies nowadays, and that is they waste most of their time on basically character introduction, to say the least. Like, they spend so much time on the origin story that you don't get a compelling story by the time the story actually has to begin.
By the way, I have a terrible dad joke for you.
Down to 35 health.
You want to guess what it is?
Is it a knock-knock joke?
Nope. The worst kind of joke, a pun.
Oh no.
Why don't you teach a wolf to meditate?
Why?
Because then he becomes a werewolf. Literally no anime movie has come out well. I mean, we had Dragon Ball Evolution. What other anime live-action movies that aren't Netflix series? Something that actually had a...
Well,
to qualify for this list, it has to have a theatrical release.
Yeah. Well, once again, as I say, it's like...
Are you full of ammo?
Must be. 23, you're kidding.
So up here at the top of the ladder, you can take that box and go through the vents.
Oh, okay.
I want to let Rev know we're in DDM now.
Yeah.
But yeah,
oh, yeah.
Actually, that was something I was about to mention, Varric. That's actually one of the things that I kind of liked about Spider-Man Homecoming, despite the fact that Amy Pascal's mitts was all over it. It was like, finally, a superhero film that has this character, and they're not wasting time with a shitty origin story. They're trusting that the audience kind of knows who this guy is, and that you set up enough to explain what he does. That we
Well, it's kind of like, how can I put it that? It's kind of like Into the Spider-Verse, right? Into Spider-Verse,
yeah.
From what I've seen, it's actually a really decent movie. But it's a lot of fan service. If you've read the comic books for a long time, or if you've even watched the cartoon shows, you're going to enjoy it. If you don't know anything about any of that, you're not going to have a good time.
Now that's true, but we live in the era of the internet, so if you want to get
Nicely
caught up
done.
on it, it's pretty easy to do so. But then
It's
again,
easy to catch up on it, but again, it's the question of will it be efficient, right? Like, will you want to do that? I mean, if it's nothing you've ever seen before, why go out of your way to educate yourself to enjoy a movie? You think about how people enjoy movies, they don't want to research a movie before they go see it. They want to grab their bucket of popcorn, they want to pay their sky-high price, and sit down and be entertained.
well, you know what is actually a really good, was it adaptation, was it anime-wise for live action? And
What's
that's
that?
actually been in theaters, was it Tiger Gate?
Dragon
you know
Tiger
what?
Gate?
Yeah, and the
I
reason
don't know if
why...
that qualifies because it didn't really have a major theatrical release.
I would if it first came out in Hong Kong in theaters, that is a major
User
theatrical
joined your
release.
channel.
Okay,
It
let's
doesn't
put it
have
to you
to-
this way. It has to have a major
Western
U.S.
release?
theatrical release.
No, I'm gonna say
Yeah.
no on this. China's a huge market, you know.
I gotcha.
Oh no, it's that
But-
fucking Brit.
hey man.
Aye.
Hey, Revenant.
Hey, Rev.
What's up, Rev?
Yo.
How's the grind?
Say again?
How's
How's
the
the
grind?
grind? I've really not been doing much. I've been too busy DJing.
Oh, congrats.
Are you going to be the next Steve Aoki, only not as lame?
No, it's only disco and karaoke, mate. Don't.
Oh, okay.
Well, at least you're DJing something with soul. It could be
Jensen,
worse.
I just tried to
Relics.
unlock the assembly lab door, but
Wah, wah,
my
wah.
override codes aren't working.
Well, okay.
Stop the
Change the
bass!
protocol.
Minor confession. There are
I'm on
some
it,
bits of
But until
relics
I
that
find this
ain't
particular
too
breach and
bad.
fix it, you'll
Get
have to
out.
unlock the door manually.
Gas yourself.
Now, keep in mind, that might have been the one time that, in the area where I was in, we had a blues fest, and Skrillex was doing his world tour, and I was in a audience dancing with a bunch of people who were all on E at the time, and there were some hotties who were chatting up with me, so that might have been the environment, but it was also the hottest day in July. So make of that what you will.
So
That might have
basically,
what
what,
made it-
you're saying is, you know, you had some fun. You'd be winding like that. You'd be grinding like that, texting all the way through, and then after the
No,
fucking
I
set
wasn't
finishes,
texting.
you'd be like, "Can I get your number?" And she just slaps you across
I'm
the face and goes, "What
still
sort of
trying
girl
to
do you think I
figure
am?"
out, how did he win a Grammy?
Well, here's your first mistake, Barrick. It's a Grammy.
Okay.
Okay, let me repeat this. Okay, kids. In the 21st century, please understand that all award ceremonies are the fucking Grammys, okay? They're all worthless. All of them. From the Oscars all the way to the Emmys, they're all Grammys now. Every single one.
I won a karaoke competition once.
Did it involve you singing The Darkness?
No.
Aww.
I believe in a thing called love.
Actually, you know what?
Yeah. Go ahead and try and hit those notes, motherfucker.
I can't even try to attempt that falsetto to hit those notes.
I'll also make another confession. The Darkness has still been churning out albums past that point in the UK. Some of them are actually quite good. I mean, they do feel very much like a pastiche of 70s butt rock, but, you know, that's a heck of a lot better than, say, Ariana Grande, who I'm starting to...
Hey.
Latte Grande.
Don't diss Ariana Grande. I heard that last fucking concert was a blast.
Oh!
Wait, what?
That is expert memory, sir.
Sorry. Oh, while we're on the topic of anime, Fab, apparently this new anime shield hero is ruffling the right kind of feathers.
Yep.
Anime
Rising Shield Hero.
Rising Shield Hero. Oh.
Yeah. And apparently all the echoes are upset about it. The NPCs are very mad over it.
Well, it's not like they ever watched
it's the
anime.
exact kind of male power fantasy.
What?
Trying to warn people about.
Wait. Who's complaining about what now?
Okay, I'll show you. As always, Templar requires proof, and that is fine.
No,
I'm okay with showing him proof.
I just got back, dude. Then I heard
No,
someone...
I have no qualms providing proof. I'm totally okay with that. Something
That's some tough glass.
God almighty. Why can't people just tell me what I ask them to tell me?
Well, it's an anime called Rising Shield Hero.
Okay.
It's basically a high fantasy kind of D&D type placement, world placement.
Okay.
And it's ticking off the right people.
Okay.
And ANN is now throwing their 2 cents out there about it. They gave it a 2.5 because it's misogynistic.
Yeah,
looks
if
like
anybody
a
who's an anime
fucking
fan
faggot.
Gotta be careful, we're streaming, Templar.
Nah, I don't care.
Not like, you know, somebody's gonna go on your stream and shout, I killed that sand blank for you.
So basically, they're angry that somebody made a series about a legitimate white knight?
Well, you can read ANN's hot take on it.
Can I shoot the cameras?
Not recommended because it'll alert everyone in the room.
You can take the tutorial on security systems.
It's too far away to hit.
Security systems do actually see bodies, by the way.
But the bodies hit the floor. Then move them very quickly.
Oh! Now I see. Okay, Varric, now I see why they're angry about this. Oh. So, in essence, it's the Kanama anime, and they're all angry about this.
Pretty much.
Okay, that's gonna be the new hit. Oh man, oh man.
What about it?
So basically, it's about a story about a guy who gets cannibalized. He gets transported to a world in typical Isekai fashion. Then a woman plays a full Canova card against him to sort of take the piss out of him. And then he goes, "Fuck it, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna be the real hero and basically disprove all their bullshit." And that's why the progressives at
The author
NBC
is
Network
angry
are
at women.
pissed.
His bitter paranoia extends to basically everyone around him. God, I hate people like that.
Yeah, but you gotta understand something, Eric. You're
The
married.
death of the author?
No, you're married. They're not. Okay. They're no.
Okay.
Let me explain something. Right.
All right,
Eric, you got to where you were.
Fab, you know about Zach
you're a
Birchie
man.
and crap, what's his name now? Hope Chapman was the original name. I don't know if they're still together though after the transition.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Hope Chapman is now a man.
I can't. I'm not even surprised. I am not surprised. This is what happens. Okay, you know, I'm a guy who grew up with anime. But that's because
Access granted.
there was stuff in anime that I wasn't seeing anywhere else. Awesome fantasy shows, epic stuff, cool space battles, things like that. Fist of the North Star, badass martial arts, shonen heroes and stuff. And I'm starting to think that bringing over Sailor Moon to these sorts of people was a mistake. And they think they're in a shoujo comic. That's my only explanation at this point. They identify with anime so much that they think they're in a shoujo comic, and that's why they do this to themselves. That's it. That's the only answer I can give. Hope Chapman, you were talking about Jesse Otaku. Oh, wait a minute. She was also part of Channel Awesome. Yes. Well, of course that was going to happen anyway. Stay too long at Channel Awesome. Instead of a hero becoming the villain, you change your gender, you change your sex.
And down.
I've got you cornered.
The only part I hate about this is if you do the pacifist run, you have a hard time on the bosses. Although from what I hear, somebody said the best way to beat them is to crouch in a corner and spam Typhoon.
Hey, spoiler alert! Dan doesn't know that eventually you'll get the Typhoon, although it's obvious. The Typhoon, the thing you're trying to secure right now. He does know where it is. They saw the demonstration of it. Remember the thing for classroom use that makes, like, everything around you explode?
That's totally non-lethal. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, you gotta understand, right? No, let me rephrase this.
No, a cloud of microgrenades that constantly surround you and blow things apart is completely non-lethal.
No, let me rephrase this the way Vox Day would say it. You have to you need to understand, it's not non-lethal if it's a bunch of crazy explosive ball bearings while you're spinning around like an animal character. It's clearly non-lethal.
Clearly.
I think I see why the devs of Idivine Cybermancy made the game.
I just filled a man with 180. I just filled a man with 180,000 small steel pellets. He's perfectly okay.
You just snuck past that turret. Good job.
Actually,
That was a
the best
turret?
The best part is when you pull out a
Yes.
turret and
Step
you
away from
just
the
like,
console.
and it just
Now.
goes on auto fire like crazy.
Help me!
Wait, aren't these like anti-aug guys? Why is that guy augmented?
Son of a bitch.
The game will ask that question soon enough.
Yeah, that's kind of the plot twist. But
Richard, you
also,
still there?
nah,
Where
I'll
else
let
would I
Raid
be?
figure it out. Let's
Patch
just
me to
say
Seraph. Now.
something you end up doing here with a certain encounter. You may encounter that same guy somewhere later down the game, and it's
Adam,
a really
it's David.
interesting
You got the
thing that
Typhoon?
sort of happens.
Yeah.
And
But you were right about there
I
being
won't say
something
it.
more behind this. Because I've
What
also
it was
got a dead
interesting when
purist in
I
here with some pretty
ended up
interesting cerebral implants.
Don't touch him.
sort of
We need an
encountering
expert to
him again, and
recover
I
his
was like,
neural
oh,
hub in case it's booby trapped.
well, that's
You picked
pretty
up a
clever.
praxis point, Dan.
Wait, what's
Time to
that?
upgrade.
SWAT's pressure me to
How
let
do
them
I
off
do
the
that?
leash.
Where do you do that? I don't know what the
Fight
hotkey is, but there's a
and
key
deal
to
with them.
for your level up things.
Try pressing P.
Whatever
What's
you
the
do,
map?
the only true option is to press Alt F4.
There it is, up at the top.
Should I click on the one that's blinking? Oh no, wait, that isn't.
Well, actually, go to your inventory. If you go to your inventory, actually be able to select the upgrade screen.
Oh, so that's why you weren't able to pick things up anymore. You literally
Were you
ran
able
out
to
of
put them
inventory
down?
space.
What should I get rid of?
On Arnold. Pick things up and then put them down.
Say, did you guys get a chance to see Arnold's speech?
No.
Arnold hasn't been in anything good since Conan. Fight
You
me
can-
IRL.
You can dump the stun gun ammo since you are literally not using stun guns.
Well, I mean, I would say at this point, I don't think Arnold needs to. Arnold doesn't need to do anything else. He's got what he wanted. Heck, he even survived. Well, heck, he even survived his affair. If you think about it. I mean, he's raised his. He's raised one of his half sons. You know. And he seems to be doing fine, despite the fact that he kind of cheated on a Kennedy.
Did you just drink beer?
Yes.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, I mean, it's right there in the inventory. Why not?
What do I want to upgrade?
Well, I guess the Mafia meme is dead. You know why I say that?
Why?
Because Coca-Cola put out a commercial using it.
Oh no.
Oh, yes. Either that or somebody made a very convincing fake.
That's just how Mafia works.
Bix, you're Mike Revenant. We don't need to hear your epic tales of static.
What are you talking about?
Where do you think that keeps coming in?
Isn't that you?
No, my
That's a
mic is
first.
muted. Fuck you too, buddy.
I got your back, battle buddy!
You're not my battle buddy!
I guess I'll wait till I can get the stealth enhancer. Okay.
All right.
I shouldn't have done whatever it is I shouldn't have.
Oh, you drank the beer, and now
Exactly.
now you're a little bit tipsy.
This is a little
in the
bit.
club getting pixie.
Yes,
tipsy.
this is a little bit tipsy. There's even worse.
My vision gets like that as well, don't worry.
After one beer?
What a lightweight.
Okay, it's starting to stabilize.
You must
It wears
have.
off pretty quickly, though.
No, it makes sense. He has no arms or legs because he lost them. He has a very small circulatory system. It's going to go straight to his brain, but then his liver's going to process it really quickly, probably because it's augmented.
Yeah.
My liver is augmented. Yeah.
This is actually talked about a bit in Ghost in the Shell, how these prosthetic bodies are actually able to metabolize alcohol very quickly.
Be right back.
So, did that fix the microphone issue?
Yes, we're not getting any audio bleed anymore.
Thank you.
No problem. Although I honestly thought it was Templar because he likes to do that a lot.
Yeah, the
happening
Phantom
down
Power
there.
box came out. It happens from time to time.
Man, they're wasting a lot of bullets.
Kind of explained why nobody responded whenever I said something. And for once, it wasn't just, you know, Rev's talking. Don't answer him. Maybe he'll go away.
No, you were pressing push to talk, and it was just solid static. You couldn't hear.
Fair enough, fair enough. I mean, yeah, I fixed it now.
Good to
so-
have you back. Good to have you back there, Revenant.
Well, that shotgun is one of the extremely short-range video game shotguns. Oh my gosh, you got down to 4 health.
Better than the super shotty?
Yeah, I like the revolver on this game.
Yeah.
I don't know what to
Revolver.
think. I've never heard a Square game praised for its gunplay.
Well, this isn't really a Square game. It's really more of a Crystal
not-
Dynamics.
This
Yeah.
is true. Crystal Dynamics. I remember when they were a thing.
We all
Hello,
do.
Billy Nilly.
This was developed by Eidos, right?
Eidos, yeah. But Eidos and Crystal Dynamics kind of merged.
Dan takes care of the fake news.
Well,
Nah,
they
nah.
start calling
I think
him
there
Commander
isn't there
Shepard
also an
now?
Alex Jones type character in this game.
Yes. But what I was about to say is, you don't really take care of the fake news until you have to raid a secret news organization located out of Montreal.
Spoilers.
Spoiler
alert.
Spoilers for a 7-year-old game at this point. Wait, is it 7 years?
Eight.
Maybe
Putting
exaggerate
chemicals
that.
in the praxis that turn the frickin' ox gay.
Excuse me.
We'll just have to hack them.
No, one of them. I gotta have the code for one of them.
Hack them all, you get more experience that way.
You just walked past one that they had the code for.
Oh, I did? Where?
A couple of rows backward. And that one that said Talon, so...
Yeah.
One.
You have to look up in the little window. Hydro. There you go.
Darn it.
Oh my god. I'm really not looking forward to the Captain Marvel movie being released.
Is anybody? I mean, you look at that film, and I have a feeling that Kevin Feige is playing...
I think you can just click on the password.
I think you're missing the big thing that's worrying me.
Because you're seeing it's the beginning of the pause?
No, because we're going to go through the whole...
You don't need to hack it, you can just click on the password. Although hacking it gives you more XP, so...
Yeah, hacking everything gets you lots of XP if you win.
Hack the planet!
Oh, somebody say that, you cunt.
I gotta admire Rogue's hustle.
Access denied.
Well. Oh, you gotta be kidding. Nope, that doesn't do anything.
You got 4 more attempts.
You might want to... Do you know what you're trying to do when you're hacking?
No.
Well, I'll show you. Go back. And pick any one of the computers and hit the hack button, but don't start hacking.
Okay. Okay, what do I do?
Okay, look around. And I'll show you. You see your blue thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's where you start out. You can only progress to nodes that are adjacent to nodes that you control. Your destination is the green thing.
Okay.
The moment you start hacking, the red thing will start to send out traces to try and find you in the network.
Oh, okay.
The linkages with arrows on them are one way. Whenever the red thing hits a node, it fortifies it and makes it stronger, so it's harder for you to hack. There's also will be gears. Those do things like change the network structure slightly, and sometimes there's like little bonus caches which have like extra XP and things like that.
Access granted.
Sweet.
The bonus caches are the ones that have got the cube shape on them.
Yes. So most of them are really simple.
Yeah, but I was about to say yes. The revolvers in Deus Ex, it's like, oh, here's a revolver. Now add explosive ammunition to said revolver. Watch you take out, well, everything with it. Sorry, there's like an awesome bit that I played where at first I was trying to self-whack out everything to save somebody with a sniper.
Also, you get
and
more
then,
experience for capturing more nodes.
Yeah, but
and you
what
can go
made
for
it,
multiple nodes at the same time.
Yeah, but what made it even better was I was able to instead second time around I rushed in and I basically just took out the revolver with the explosive bullets, and I was like, man, I was just clearing everybody.
Don't lie to me. I don't want to hurt you. You're a civilian. But I will if you don't give me a choice.
If you didn't want to hurt anyone, you should have stayed home tonight.
Oh, look! Seraph's attack dog! You're here to clean up before the police bust in?
Yeah, it was a nightmare
We're
trying to perform the rescue.
All you body polluters break the law.
You know, the rescue that I'm talking about. It was a nightmare trying to perform the rescue, non-lethal.
Once they hear you had an AUG on your team.
What?
I found your attack dog in the factoring labs.
My
Trying
run
to cut
was
through
like
security
aiming
with his
for
implanted hackware.
Nice try, Cholo.
So.
But I would never let one of you freaks on my crew.
But then again, come on, there are moments where I'm just like,
understand?
I got no other choice.
What you say?
Gotta activate the turret to have cut down everybody. It's so much easier.
I gotta check things out. So me and La Vieja, we're leaving.
Not a chance this ends now.
You've got to send this fucker back to Mexico.
Build the wall.
Adam, what's happening? What's your situation? Adam!
Honestly, I'm really pulling for you guys.
Oh, by the way, speaking of people that are angry about walls, did you happen to see 60 Minutes today?
The admin building has a rooftop terrace.
No, I haven't.
You may want to. It was a riot.
There's nothing
Oh wait,
you
are
can
they
do,
talking about why they couldn't build a wall?
So I couldn't save them.
Or are they talking about Israel's wall?
Not quite what you signed up
They
for.
were speaking with
Sneaking into your
AOC
own
today.
factory to hide stuff while the boss holds the cops at bay. Don't get me wrong, I love
And
Mr.
she
Seraph. I just hate it when contracts become
does
more
not
important than
interview
people.
well.
I thought you did too.
I'll tell you that.
But you know what?
Sorry to break it to you, Malik.
Her diehard followers don't
Doesn't
care.
mean I have to like it. You ready to go?
It's very interesting. I looked up. I was checking out OpenSecrets.org.
Your wish is my command.
Do like a lot of
Climb
campaign
in.
finance stuff.
Yep.
More than 60% of her campaign donations came from out of state.
That doesn't surprise me.
Well, I feel exactly the same as I did when I beat the first mission in the first Deus Ex.
What does that mean?
It means to say that he feels like he missed 80 to 95% of the secrets of the stashes.
Remember, go rush.
It's like, well, that was a waste of time. Can I play something else now?
I don't get why you don't like this style of game.
I don't either. It just makes me want to play high.
Well, then again, you play it completely different than how I would. I search every single corner of the map, hack every single computer, read every single scrap of information. That's how I tend to play these.
That's how a lot of people play
New
these.
orders just in, Jensen. The boss wants Pritchard to examine
That's
the
how I
typhoon.
try to play it too.
Copy that. Thanks for the lift.
No problem.
Actually, you know, I'm
Hey,
gonna
and,
let me say
Jensen,
something here.
I just wanted
I
to
actually
say,
enjoy the
new look
fact
suits
that
you.
Rain
like you haven't missed
is
a beat
playing
at all.
this,
Thanks.
but he doesn't
So,
quite
how's it feel?
get it, which is kind of cool.
Being augmented.
Because
Don't take it the wrong
I
way.
have
I mean,
friend,
I've got a few neuro enhancements myself,
one of my
discreet ones
former
to help me fly
roommates,
better.
who's a big
but
Metal
I chose
Gear
to get
fan.
them implanted.
But if you watch him playing
now
it,
that you had a chance to try them out, what do you
plays it
think?
completely wrong in ways that make you get baffled. I mean, but he's still good at the game. That's part of the charm. Like between games 1, 2, and 3, it's like he's playing.
So it'll take some
like
getting
he's
used
not.
to. I get it.
Like,
But don't be surprised if the boss keeps pushing you to get more.
Why? What do you mean?
You know how
But
he
he
is.
still gets
He
interesting
thinks
results
augmentations are the
because
be-all,
of it.
end-all of everything.
Sometimes it's
And
fascinating
he can't
to watch
understand why
because
someone wouldn't want to become more than
he's
human.
not.
I used to say the same thing.
I'm not surprised.
He's not.
The research he was
not,
doing was pretty
he's
damn
neither
inspired.
speed running it.
Might have convinced a lot more people
nor
to give what we make here a
playing
try.
it as it's intended.
If
So
that
it gets really
bastard
curious
hadn't
to
killed
see him
her.
Listen, Jensen,
playing it. Because you're
I know
going,
you wanna find the
how
men
is
who
it that he
attacked
doesn't
us
understand
and
how
see
this thing
why.
is supposed to work, why he's
If I
not
can help
using
in
these
any
nuances
way,
or something.
all you
And
gotta
that's
do
kind
is
of, and
ask.
that's really interesting. Because it sort of
I
like makes you think,
appreciate.
how
You've
is
gotta-
it certain
Roger that.
people cognitively play certain types of games in a particular fashion, right? So what are the sort of things they sometimes are looking for with how certain games play? And that's kind of actually an interesting thing to kind of see and watch.
Exploring different approaches to playing the same game, basically.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And you said he's kind of good at it, so basically he's found alternative playstyles that still work according to the rules of the game.
Yes. So I mean, in many
Well,
cases,
if it isn't Attila the
he
Hun,
sort of does
fresh from the killing
a lot of
fields.
non-lethal things.
If this is about the typhoon,
Like,
But-
Dan just makes a beeline for the objective, whereas I would have broken into every single person's office on this floor.
look at you.
Yeah.
Using the
I would wait
boy,
until
flavor
later to
text.
attempt
Don't
that,
think just
since
because you hacked
a
through the
lot of
plant
stuff
security
early on
system
is
so
locked
fast that
off
you're
and
an
you have to wait a
expert
while
on
until you
everything
get the
computer.
upgrades you need
There's a
to
reason
be
I
able to
can't
raid
examine
every
the
office.
typhoon yet.
Do tell.
For
The
your
flavor
information,
text is
whenever I'm
interesting,
broken
though.
into an empty
diagnostics
office, I'll be
with
like,
our
well,
network
he's
and
gone.
our security.
Which means I can
To
fit on
find
his
out how
desk.
Sanders hacked
Read his
got a
emails.
hold of our codes.
I'd have thought the first question to ask is,
I mean, I
whose
will
codes
say
were they?
this:
Unless
the first
you
Deus
already
Ex,
know.
Stick to kicking down doors
unlike
and shooting
say, like
people,
Human
Jensen, and
Revolution,
stop trying to do
slowly
my
kind of
job.
weans you into certain
I
things
guarantee you
about
will
the
get along
conspiracy
better
at a
that
slower
way.
rate than the first Deus Ex did. The first Deus Ex, right off the bat, sort of spells out a lot of things for you about what you're doing in the interactional flavor of your game. Whereas this one, it takes more of a while to sort of escalate up to a point with some of the stuff. So, it's a different sort of tone and feeling to it.
I'm telling you, Hugh, he might not have put the gun in Sanders' hand, but it was Taggart's speech to the UN that started all this.
William Taggart is nothing if not a shrewd political operator. You know that, David.
So for the sake of appearances, I have to look him in the eye and let him bullshit me?
With a smile. Always with a smile.
Another thing I would also kind of recommend, is early on in the game, figure out the weapons you kind of want, stick with them.
Yeah, you wanted to see me?
Alright. Yeah, how you feeling?
Only because you'll get a better focus out of your inventory space and what sort of mods that you want to be sort of effective. And eventually when you get a bit more inventory space, you might upgrade one or two weapons, but...
You did what you had to do, son.
I mean,
as far as
to be
I'm
honest,
concerned, Sanders got what he deserved.
Like the super big
So don't
gun,
start second-guessing yourself.
you might not need as much as you think you do.
That's not why I brought him up. Sanders was tricked into attacking us.
Because I think, in many cases, that can be taken care of just by using a revolver with explosive bullets.
Exactly. Only he killed himself to prevent any chance of my doing that. That takes real dedication.
And the rest, like, you could, if you get the right, once you upgrade your inventory space, you can do fun things like, you get some of the crappy machines and guns, and then you can just replace them with, you can just sell them for, like, cheap, quick cash.
Well, maybe they didn't like being held off so long at the plant.
Is that my head of security speaking? Or the ex-cop? Listen, Adam, I don't want to squabble about this. I need you to get to the bottom of it. You've still got friends on the force. You think one of them will let you into the morgue?
Depends who I run into.
Get over to the station and find a way inside. Because if that hacker was augmented, his neural hub might tell us who he was. Contact me when you've gotten a hold of it.
Oh god, I've just realised the police station's gonna be a fucking bloodbath.
You got it.
I look at it this way. QQ was playing a super inquisitive investigator. Revenant was playing a cop who was trying to minimize casualties. I played a mixed variant guy. I would like to assume that the version of Jensen that Dan is playing is just out for straight up revenge.
Yeah, Dan's playing it with as a character with cyber psychosis.
Actually, that's cool. Because the next thing is, I wonder what it's going to be like when he plays Cyberpunk 2077.
It would be interesting to see how he deals with the Cyber Psycho Squad. Because yes, that's a thing.
Why does the shift key only work half the time?
What does... I don't know what the shift key does. To run?
Run, yeah.
That depends. That's because your running has a certain endurance level to it.
Oh, I see. There's a bar that pops up.
Yep.
Hey, Jensen. Man, it's good to see you. I'm glad you're back. How are you holding up?
I manage.
I'm sorry about Megan. I know it must be hard. For a while, we thought you were a goner, too. Everything's going to shit. The attack on HQ,
Yeah, I've met
and now
Elias
this mess with the
Nefexis.
factory.
Yeah. Tough times all around.
He's
How
really
about you, Corell?
small.
You okay?
I don't know.
More bad guy.
I fucked up.
Like,
Not,
he is
not
actually a
soul
man,
bad
though.
guy, small
Well, a couple of
bad
months
guy.
ago, me and Tyndall, you know, one of Pritchard's techs,
Yeah.
we started
Well,
sneaking
Elias
out some
Nefexis
neuropatine
himself
from one of
is
the
a
labs.
manlet.
Jesus, Tim. You realize this could get you fired. Worse,
Never asked for
arrested
this,
if the
Rev.
company chooses to prosecute. What were you thinking?
I know.
I'm not sure where my PJs,
It's
woman.
complicated. I didn't want to do it at first, but there were good reasons.
I would have you know,
Anyway, now I
my
want
fellow
out, but
voters,
Tyndall has security
that
footage of me
I,
stealing the stuff,
President Trump,
and says he'll
did not
expose me
ask
if I
for
ever
this.
stop helping him. I'm in a bad spot, Adam. I need that.
You
footage
most
back.
assuredly asked
I
for
know
it,
you're
though,
busy with
Fab.
everything
What
that's
with
going
your
on right now, but I
Canadian
could really use
snow
your help.
projects getting ruined by our big, beautiful wall plans?
You know what? I am perfectly fine with that. You know why?
All right.
Because Trudeau's
Tell me more.
ratings have
Really?
been dropping like a
Wow.
rock.
Thanks, Adam.
So,
I thought I was done.
well,
for.
he never. Here's the thing.
The security footage will probably
The
be on
only
his
reason
apartment
why he
computer.
won the last
Meet me in
frickin'
front of the
election
subway
were two
station
stupid
parking
things.
lot once you get a
One,
hold of it.
Harper agreed to have one of his senators go into a boxing match with Trudeau at the time for charity. And it was really nothing more than a psyop for the press that is liberally aligned up here, well, especially the CBC press, to figure out some way to sort of smoke a guy out with skeletons in his closet in the Conservative Party and do it hard by having him get embarrassed in front of national television. And I thought that was pretty scummy at the time. Well, I mean, Brazeau was not exactly, if you read up on the guy, he wasn't exactly all there either. That didn't help, but it was one of those things that in hindsight, you look at it and go, this was a frickin' psyop, and Harper
Mrs.
fell
Reed.
for it because
Adam,
he's
I'm
a
sorry you
boomer
startled
from
me.
Toronto.
And
So
please,
naturally,
call me
he's
Cassandra.
gonna go,
You
well,
and
why
Megan
would
were
the
together
press
long enough.
lie to me? I don't understand.
waiting
Why
for you.
doesn't the press
Out here?
like me?
Why not come
Why
meet me
isn't the
inside?
magic
I don't
talking
know.
box on the
I
television
guess I'm
saying
just
what
not
I
ready.
want to hear?
But this is where
Why
you
do you
were.
listen to the
Like me.
electric Jew?
This is also the place where I lost my daughter.
I like that line from your Hunter of the Future.
I know what you mean.
Stupid talking box.
It's never been the same for me either.
I guess it's not meant to be easy. It seems there's just no right way
But yeah,
to deal
that was
with
one of the
something
big
like
things.
this.
The second big
And
thing
I
is a
can't
particular
even begin
bill
to
when
imagine
not
how
a lot
things
of
have been for
Americans
you
know of, but that
after
Harper
all
was
you've
trying
been
to
through.
push through,
Yeah.
and it ticked off his
A lot of
entire
things changed
conservative
6
base,
months
so they
ago.
sat out the election.
Get over how much
It is a
they've
bill called
changed
S13,
you.
and
At
what do you
first, I
guys
couldn't even believe you were
think of
still
what
alive.
S13 as a bill
How
is?
do you
This is a
handle
guy
all of
who's a
this?
neocon, so you have to think for a moment. He's given us, he's
They
cut
did what
back
they had
our
to do to save
GST
me.
price, he's cut back our
And in
GST.
a way, I can do more now than I ever
Our
could.
I'm
bank
glad to know
account,
you
our
take
wealth
it
has
so
gone
well.
up. What
Many
do
of
you
us
think
wouldn't
Bill,
be able to cope
and
so
he
easily
also,
with such dramatic
and his
changes.
party also
Can I ask why you
revoked
wanted to see me?
Yes,
one of
course,
one of
I'm
the
sorry.
notorious human rights
I'm
bills that was
here
on the
about
Constitution,
Megan.
which
About what
actually
happened to
was
her, or
used by
rather
one
about
lawyer
the
by the name of Richard
investigation
Warman
into
to
what
run
happened.
all sorts of
What about it?
fraudulent
Well,
grievance
simply
cases
put, I feel
to soak
something is
money
not
out of
quite
conservatives.
right with the way the case
Now,
was handled.
what do you
You
guys
think there was
think
some
Bill
foul play
S13
involved?
was?
I do. Call it
A
a
bill
mother's
that
intuition.
reversed all
But when
that.
speaking to some of the investigators,
Nope.
there were a lot of
Think.
inconsistencies.
What was one of the
And
stupid
then I
things
met this
Theresa May
detective,
did
a man called
as a
Chase.
proposed bill
He agreed
that
things
nearly
weren't
cost
handled
her
by
the
the
election?
Well, he
Surveillance.
has no proof.
Yes,
And now you want
a
to find out
stupid
more.
internet
I'll never
surveillance
hear my
bill
daughter laugh
that
again,
causes
Adam.
entire,
I'll never get a call
basically,
from her
that
to
caused a
ask
lot of
how I've
supporters of
been,
the Conservative Party
or
to
have
flip
the
their
chance to
collective
ask
shit.
her
They were
about
going,
her
what the
day.
hell are you doing backing this?
She was stolen
Now,
from me.
I can let you in on a
However
little secret
unjustified this all is,
about
I
the
still
relationship
want to
between
know
the United
why it
States and
happened.
the U.S.
I
that
can
some of you
see
guys
why
aren't
he loved you.
familiar with.
Not even that
There
degree of
is a
mechanical
lot of
modification could change what she
surveillance
saw in you.
and
Please, will you
metrics
help me find out what
technologies
really happened
that are
to
built
her?
up here in Canada that are used
I
in the
never got a
United
chance
States.
to investigate the attack
Consumer
myself.
tracking indexes,
I'll look into it.
places like ComStar
This means
that
the
look at
world to me,
how
Adam.
people
Really?
look
The
at
first thing I'll
online
need to do is
ads.
meet
They
with this
report this
Detective
stuff back
Chase.
to
Good.
various
He
marketing
works
clients on
part-time
the
as a
internet,
security guard in an apartment building
to
on
some
Brooklyn
legitimate,
Court.
straight
I'll
up
be waiting for you
crypto
in your apartment
organizations,
lobby once
decryption
you're done.
organizations
Why does a
that are
detective
companies
need
up
to
here
work
that do
part-time as a
contractual
security
work in
guard?
the United
Oh,
States.
he retired
So,
soon after the
I
case.
can let you in on a secret.
I don't
If I
really know
use
the
Rule
details.
13,
Maybe
right,
he'll tell you
of
more.
the 13
I'm on
rules
it.
of power, which is that you're always going out for somebody's self-interest if you are asking for help
I don't really have anything against
and
it.
not
I just
doing
think
it out of
it's
compassion. Why do you think Harper would have produced a bill like that?
To curry favor with someone.
Yes. It's also rumored as well that he went down to Bohemian Grove before the election a few months before the election. It's one of the things that actually came out in WikiLeaks about Stephen Harper. Guess who he was talking to? He was talking to none other than Colin Powell and some other neocons in the States. So, I can bet you, but I think my bottom dollar theory on it is that he and probably a couple of the neocon conservatives who...
Oh, don't leave this door. Talk to that guy. He'll sell you gun parts.
Alright.
Yeah. I was going to say, one of the things...
You got anything you want to buy or sell?
I'm
the guy you want to deal
This is what the black market looks like these days. It's just like right out in the open.
It's a crack house.
But what I was about to say, Templar, is my theory is I think he and a couple of prominent conservatives who are not from the reform base have probably some personal investments in some of those companies. And this was kind of a way of them paying back a particular favor. But of course, their entire base didn't agree with it. And they said, no, we're not backing this. Why the hell would you put this bill when it's anathema to everything that the Reform Party stood for? And this is kind of an important thing that you Americans don't understand. The Reform Party up here in Canada was basically like the Tea Party if it was successful as an opposition party. Like, it got an official status and everything. And to be fair, under Preston Manning, they did shift a lot of things rightward in this country, for the better, in the long run. But
be sure to tell all your friends.
Say, Harper's choosing to back that internet surveillance bill cost him the election. But I'm starting to think more and more, and some conservatives that I know of are starting to wonder whether or not he threw that election on purpose. Because there was probably somebody in the corporate world that said, throw the election, and we've got a position for you somewhere in the corporate world, which you can come back to. It's also the same reason why he's sort of semi-shown up whenever the conservatives are trying to get together and have rallies and stuff, and it's like he doesn't show up as often as he does. It's in some ways he's kind of like Mike Harris.
Keen observation.
You know,
Mrs. Reed told me
he's
you
a
might pay me a
neocon
visit.
who at first gives
And
you
don't
back a
take
whole
this the
bunch of
wrong
wealth
way,
and
but
money,
you're kinda
then he
hard to
proposes
miss.
something
I'll try to
that
take
is
that
so
as a compliment.
statist, you go, what the heck?
She told me you might have
But then
information regarding
you
Megan
have to
Reed's
accept the
case
fact that most
and the attack on Sarah
neoconservatives are
headquarters.
really just
Oh boy,
really
what a
weak
mess. Total
Trotskyists
pissing
in
match.
disguise.
We had the feds on our
You know,
ass,
they'll
orders
do-
from 3 different
They'll
departments,
give you back a whole
and
bunch of
pressure
money
from
and then
so
say,
many
okay, now I'm going to
lobbyists. It
swap
felt like
something
being a
around and make
scrawny
you pay
new
3
kid in
times
a
as much
prison
for something
shower.
you didn't pay
It is a
for,
very high-profile
and
case.
take away some autonomy. Why?
Mrs. Reed said you thought some procedures were overlooked.
Can't explain
You
to
got
you
that
why.
right. I mean, you know how it is. Mrs. Reed told me you used to be a cop. There's always cases where you see the lazy officers
It's
taking
good,
shortcuts.
isn't it?
But this
This
was different.
So, in my
Different
opinion,
how?
I
Too
think
much
what's
stuff
going to
got
happen
overlooked.
is
People
two things.
seemed way too
Trudeau's
eager
going to
to
get a
jump to
minority government
conclusions,
next
and
because
every time I was remotely
he's
insistent,
really bad at doing
I got
trade war
turned down
stuff,
by ranking officers.
and he's equally bad
People
at
wanted to bury
negotiating
this thing
anything with
fast.
China. The
That's
only
never a good
prime
sign.
minister we had that was
Surely
really
you
good
have
at handling
something more
China was John
substantial than
Chrétien.
this.
He
Yeah,
knew
well,
how
that's
to
where you
court
come
favor
in.
with those people.
I got a couple of leads I
And
could never fully investigate.
I'll say this
I
about
started poking
Chrétien.
around, but these
If you
government
looked
type
at
agents
how
just gave
John
me the
Chrétien
creeps, so I
governed,
got scared. Months away
you
from
would see him
retirement, I
very
didn't wanna
much
fuck
almost
things
like a
up.
Republican-like
But
candidate
you?
in many
You
ways.
obviously have the means to
He'd
get to the
propose
bottom of
occasional
this.
stunt
So what have you
laws,
got?
but he
First
never
off,
really
there's a rumor
enforced
that the
them
order
because
to
he knew
close
what
the
the cost would
investigation
be
came from
if they ever
high
got
ground, maybe
enforced.
even outside the local department. Anything like that
But then
was
again,
passed through Captain Penn.
If you
There
look
might
at
be
the
traces
background
of
of
this
John
left on his
Chrétien,
office computer.
Guess
he's
I'll have
not
to pay a
like
visit to the
Trudeau.
local
He
precinct.
wasn't raised
No,
with
no,
Jesuits
you're
or
there.
anything like that. He was
There was an officer
basically a
assigned to the
guy,
case, Chet
like a
Wagner.
son out of a
He's not what you
large
call a choir
working
boy.
class Quebec family
And when he
of like
suddenly got brought on the case,
12
that's
siblings,
suspicious.
you know,
Somebody wanted him there.
from a
And
milling
I'm pretty
family.
sure he
So it's
tampered
like
with some of the evidence.
he's kind of like one of
You
those
should talk to
scrappy
him.
working class
Find
dudes
out
that
what
kind
he
of made
knows.
good.
Okay, I'll have a little chat with Officer Wagner.
You'll most likely find him in the lobby. He got retrograded from his conduct, and he takes depositions now. He won't budge easily, but I'm pretty sure you can find
So
some
yeah,
dirt on
so
him on
to
his
explain
desktop.
something else, President, we had a bit of
His office is
a
on the
fight
3rd floor.
earlier
You
with
might
a
find something
particular
there to help
person,
loosen
a
up his
particular
Anything else
board
worth
per
looking
se,
into?
Yeah,
who
when the order
was kind
came
of
down
getting
to
a lot
close
of
the case,
stuff
the
wrong
bulk of
about
the
the
evidence
country
was
he's
stashed
talking
in a
about,
storage locker.
because he was just kind of like
Maybe you can
stuff
find
out of
some
his butt,
interesting stuff in there.
and
It's on the alley right
he would
next to the
hyperventilate
station.
when
The code is
anybody called him out on it.
4891.
stuff.
But I know an outside
Who's
agency had
this
access to
we
that
and
locker,
D?
so be careful.
Thanks for the heads up.
But it doesn't
it's
matter,
nothing.
Brain,
And,
because while you're sitting there
please,
doing nothing, I'm
don't bother
shit
coming back
posting
here
and
with
having
details.
fun.
Don't get me wrong, I'm glad to help.
And
But the less I
So-
know about this
And I
case,
was
the better
having
I'll
fun
feel.
because here's the
That's
thing.
all I need for now.
He was trying. He was just spamming the chat with like. He was spamming the chat to the point where it was getting really obnoxious, and it was like. At some point, it was like he was getting so many things wrong, it was ridiculous. And as much as it pains me to say this, it's understandable that I know that a lot of Americans can sometimes be like a lot of my fellow Canadians up here, in which sometimes they're not very knowledgeable about what other countries are actually like and what the people are like. So, you know, when they see someone like, say, a Bolsonaro, you know, show up and take the throne in Brazil, they get
Real
stunned.
quick, Dan, do you know what fans of the original were really unhappy with for some reason?
What?
Those yellow outlines around things you can interact with.
I don't blame them at all.
So you can actually turn them off, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't recommend it.
Okay. Yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense.
Sorry to interrupt. Go on.
So, I mean, when they see a guy like Bolsonaro, you know, win the Brazilian election, they're all imagine my shock. Or when they see that Ontario suddenly dumps wind, they're absolutely stunned. It's like, I don't understand. Your state news media says something completely different. And I was like going, dude, you just need to talk to the locals, and you end up getting a better idea of what's kind of going on. You know, if you paid attention really to some of the stuff that was going on the ground in Brazil, you shouldn't have been stunned that, you know, Bolsonaro was going to
You're
win.
asking me to pull off a heist.
Bolsonaro?
Inside a police station. It's gonna take time.
Right. Well, if you can't talk your way
Who
past the lobby,
cares what his name
gotta be
is?
another
All that
entrance
matters
outside,
is that
in
he's
back or
throwing
on the
commies
roof.
from helicopters.
Save the frontal assault as a last
Yeah.
resort.
Long time no see.
Bollock era. There we go.
Who cares? He is a lasting proof that there is still hope for Brazil. Now, if only he could get a
Yeah?
whole bunch of other
What do you
fucking
want?
Latin American
Information.
countries
Then
to
go
get
bother
ready
the
to
receptionist,
invade
Chrome
Venezuela
boy, instead of wasting my
and divide
goddamn
it up
time.
as rightful
that kind of
play of
information.
other Latin nations.
I want to know about the Sarah.
Because
case.
clearly, they're not doing
And I
anything
want a
useful.
blowjob and a vintage 05 bar GT,
I don't
so
know.
I guess we
Chile's
both keep
got
on
its
dreaming.
Chile
Metalhead?
has its shit together. It's had its shit together for quite some time.
I know you
So much
handled
so that I'm
critical
hearing
evidence
more of
linked
the
to the
rumors
case,
that Bolsonaro says,
and I
look,
want to know about it.
First off,
Honduras is
I don't know
being
what
a
the
stupid
fuck you're
basket
talking
case,
about. And second,
and it's
even
messing
if
up
I
a
did,
lot of things in South
what makes you
America.
think I give a shit about what you
that
want?
place has got to get cleaned up, and it's
I
far better
strongly
if that place
suggest you
gets
take your
developed
high-tech,
than trying
toaster-looking
to,
ass out of my way before I handle
than
you.
trying to just not do nothing about it.
These offices are off limits to civilians.
This guy's a real charmer, isn't he?
I take it Rain doesn't have the Casey mod.
The what?
Casey mod.
What's that?
There's a mod that you can get that makes it so that you detect people's hormones and pheromones and stuff through their skin, and you're able to manipulate them better when you're talking with them.
Jenny, what did you want?
She said she could use some help if you could make your way over to Grand River Road.
Dan's just gonna break into the police office and kill everyone.
As it is to have you back at the
Yeah,
office,
this is what I was saying. It's
I am
probably going
not
to be a
your personal
bloodbath.
dating service.
Blue lives matter, but not today.
Ooh, what's on here? Nope.
But
Aren't
yeah,
the
we were
controls
talking
in
about
modern
Freud-
video
we were
games
talking about
wonderful,
Freud copying this
guys?
side of rotary aircraft. I mean, just from the economic growth.
Isn't it great, Dan, that you're so shit at video games you can't even figure out basic crap?
Why are you provoking the laugh? What are you trying to get here? Don't electrocute yourself.
What am I trying to get here? I'm trying to bully the shit out of him. That's what
Please,
beats
no bully.
shit in video games. Also, I'm surprised Dan hasn't punched out several civilians who talk shit.
How do you put away the weapon?
Hold the reload button, if I recall correctly.
H.
Whoa, crap. Why do I want to move it? Darn it.
You're not strong enough to move it yet. You need a special op to move dumpsters.
Oh, great.
And you're going to have to collect more brozoof to upgrade your limbs. You gotta upgrade your legs first.
Did you start a gang war by mistake?
Maybe.
Yes, because Dan's shit at video games, as we've established.
And nobody caught the cybermancy.
Of course we didn't, because we don't care right now, Derek. You're just gonna have to deal with it. While I accost Rain constantly for not reading the manual. It's a damn fine manual, too, so he's got no excuse.
Do you gain brozoof?
You know what you can also gain?
The gas chamber.
No. You can gain the ability to fix your legs, Varric. Because, you know, given how you're making all these references to French currency, I think you need it after the Yellow Vest came along with fucking lead pipes and broke your kneecaps for supporting the King of Jupiter. Raid running around as a cybernetic murder hobo because he has no idea what he's doing.
I don't know. What do you think is the best cyberpunk video game so far?
I don't know.
I have no mouth and I must scream. Then the original System Shock.
I'd call you a poser, but I don't think we can even get to that point. You're just a hipster.
Mr. Jensen, David Seraph told
I
me...
really like
Well, I haven't
System
played
Shock
Cyberpunk
I've
2077 yet, so...
Oh, fuck that noise.
Should I start rolling up my sleeves?
Listen,
no.
it's made by a bunch of Slavs and vodka. It's gonna be great.
I'm expecting cancer based on what I've
6 months,
seen
Doug.
so far.
Shouldn't I be on the
Oh yeah,
rising
like the
shots
Witcher
by now?
series was that bad.
But these test results
I'm
show
going to
no
repeat
signs of
myself,
implant
Eric, because
rejection.
apparently
If anything,
it wasn't
the bond
clear
between
enough.
tissue and electrode
I'm
seems to be getting
expecting
stronger.
cancer
So I'm
based
free to
on
go?
what I've seen.
Well,
Is it your own
Mr. Seraph did ask me
colonoscopy
to
by
discuss
chance?
Another topic.
No, because I'm not total
You are
biscuit
aware that
revenant.
several precautionary measures had to be put into place during
I
your
don't
first
have
surgery?
ass
Not all of my
cancer.
implants were switched on, I know.
The damage caused by the hematoma had to be taken into account.
Seriously, what the hell is going on,
Your brain needed
Nintendo?
time to recover. To get used to the mechanical
Nintendo's too
neural
busy
processors
getting
and turn them
all
on
the
naturally
shekels
over
it
time.
can.
Nintendo's allowing Panty Party to
What a
come to the
sad one.
Switch.
He feels that you might be ready to
Well,
speed up the
better let
application
Gremlin
process
know he's on the
using
Switch.
special software known as Praxis Kit.
Like I don't
Yeah, I don't have to wait
understand
for my
like what they're
augmentations to
doing
kick in
here,
naturally.
what's going on here.
You
This
can
total
if you prefer. But
departure
Mr.
from what
did
Sony.
make a
Sony's
generous
usually like a
donation
free
to
for all.
make
Sure,
your
well,
name,
whatever,
thus
whatever
ensuring
on our
that
part.
Praxis software
Well, you know
platform.
what?
your
You know
particular
why
neural
that's changed,
enhancements
right?
would
Sony
always
moved
be
their
available
headquarters
to
to
you
San
and you alone.
Francisco.
Oh no.
They moved it to California to quote
Another
unquote save
reminder.
costs.
I don't want to buy anything.
Another reminder for why we need to turn California into one gigantic statewide summer camp.
But you know what my other theory is?
As you wish.
Praxis
Take care of
Praxis Kit just gives you 1 Praxis point,
Yeah.
which is what you used to upgrade your augments.
Try to spend all my money on that.
Well, good. You have
Well-
no use for your money anyway. Your money's no good here.
Protesting.
Actually, no. Here's what I was about to say. I think it's two things that have happened. Number one, Reggie and Miyamoto are getting older, and since Miyamoto's Japanese, he's hitting the pervert phase.
Yeah, I just
so
spoke
old,
to
his
Vera
kids have grown up.
Markovic.
Now he's like going,
You aren't getting any
no,
Praxis kits
I
installed?
want to.
All you
no.
said to do was see the doctor.
After all my years of making family-friendly games,
Well, I guess I'm just
I could
surprised
use-
you didn't take advantage of the
Daddy
account I
could
set
use
up
some
for you.
titties.
But no matter.
I
Right
think,
now, I want to
Reggie,
know who that
we should
corpse
allow
is.
some titties.
Head over to the police station
What about
and get
you,
his
Reggie?
neural
You're
hub.
getting
And
old.
Adam,
Your kids have
if
grown
you
up.
can't talk your way in,
I think we need to hit
consider
more of the
making a
strip clubs.
strategic retreat. There's got to be
That's
another
why it's
entrance on the
happening.
side of the building.
Dirty old men love
You're pronouncing your L. You're pronouncing L's with an old Japanese pervert accent, and it's just not working.
And here's what
You need a titaru.
Yes, and in the case of Sony, which will now henceforth be known only as Soy, is one simple thing. Once they moved their headquarters, somebody in the office convinced the really desperate heads of Sony that if they signed up with the contract, with the satanic contract in blood about signing on to Soy, that somehow they would be able to make 3 times the amount of money, because that's the only division of Sony that makes any cash anymore. They don't sell no more laptops. That division's been sold off. Their TV sales went into the gutter. Amy Pascal was allowed to run Sony Pictures into the garbage bin of history. And the games division is the only thing keeping Sony afloat. Because somehow they convinced them to move Sony's headquarters to the most expensive real estate in the United States in California, in San Francisco.
Oh, it might be
which is
more
insane.
expensive, but think about how much money they're saving on travel.
I guess.
Here we go.
But there's one other very important wrinkle that we have to understand. Once they got into San Francisco territory, one big, massive thing got beautifully exposed. And you know what that is?
What's that?
Every single
Seems like
network
a maze.
SJW in that neck
wait.
of the woods has wanted revenge on every single gamer that has loved Weeaboo games and has never, ever had.
Yeah, but
any
Sony's always been
interest.
kind of a platform for artsy games. I don't know why they'd be so mad.
Think about it. When Persona,
I mean, Sony had a game where you shot fireworks and made arrangements. They didn't really have anything that I would consider violent.
I know, but the point though is the game has changed, right?
Or has changed.
Or
it never changes.
What's the common thing that we know about Trotskyites and communists? When you beat them, they get super emotional, super triggered, and they want to destroy the things that you love so hard. And you know it. They hate the fact that more folks would rather pay money to play Neptunia games or Persona than Gone Home version 5.0. You know? And that's why you're seeing all this crap happen. This is their last stand. If they can destroy Sony and all the fun that it once used to be about, then they'll feel that their Pyrrhic victory is the final battle that they've won. Don't you understand, Merrick? We've beaten you! We destroyed you!
And then we just proceed with ushering the order for the right-wing death squads to close in.
You
on
can
the
upgrade
Sony
your
HQ.
hacking.
And all they see are these big,
Maybe.
muscle
Depends how many
black
praxis points you have.
Weeaboos screaming, "You screwed with my waifu!"
I want capture.
You know, I thought the one thing that everybody knew about communists was they didn't fly well. If you
I
knew
don't
about
actually
the
know
chopper.
which one you want. But let's see.
Well, of
Hacking.
course. But it's,
Yeah, there you go.
they gotta
Hack level
suffer
2
a lot more
terminals.
if you screw with a black man's
You
enemy
finished
like
first. Nice.
I'm sure Fab will be able to tell us.
That is correct. Do they really want to, now that Wooly is not part of the Two Best Friends Team Supreme, do they really want to invoke his big Canuck anger? Canuck anger is very unique. Doesn't play out like regular American anger. It's weirdly passive aggressive, but when it gets going, you don't want to be in the way.
Denied.
Or as it's sometimes jokingly referred to by the old guard, you do have to remember that back in the day, you might want to, actually I was going to say, Dad, you might want to do a quick save anytime you're about to hit the hacking sequence.
Yeah, it's a good
just in
idea.
case.
He might want to, just because he's shit at it.
He's not shit at it. He's just too slow. He's gotta come on and step it up.
It's just way too slow.
He's
do the
gotta
cubes
fucking
do?
proceed.
Extra XP and items.
Oh.
And access.
The little number is how hard each node is.
Pro tip, if you get protected, fortify your origin node, and then you'll get some extra time. You can queue up orders.
Dan is a super hacker now.
One of these days, I'll live stream this fucking game, and then I'll show you how it's really done. Because clearly, Dan, you are too much of a pleb to understand why this is one of the greatest games come out in the past couple of years.
That says
Hack the
way
cube.
more about
Hack the cube.
Too late.
Hack the cube! Why you do this? The cube's got XP and shit! The cube!
By the way, I hope you've enjoyed your Telltale games.
Oh, because they're never coming back?
It's worse than you think.
What happened?
Well, because
How could anybody enjoy
as a
Telltale
company
games?
folded, the games were delisted from Steam. So if you never
Okay.
got their good ones, like Wolf Among Us, you're never going to get Wolf Among Us.
Oh,
Oh,
you
no,
can get
whatever will I
them
do?
because you'll, my friend, are a person who
I
will
bring
learn to
news.
apply the 2-finger discount. Also, hi, Mishka.
The other server
Hi,
is
Mishka, we're
fixed.
streaming.
The other server is fixed. Y'all can circle jerk back home now.
Why don't you fuck off?
Well, how come you want us to leave?
Because he doesn't like being associated with us anymore. Just like he doesn't like
When
being associated
was
with
I ever?
anyone else of his own kind.
I was never associated with y'all though.
That's a lie if I ever heard it. Why you lying, bro?
Well, you're still free to go home whenever you like.
Also, you're a little bitch.
Ooh. You sure you want to go with that?
Yes,
Aw.
I'm sure.
By the way, we are live, guys.
Really?
Do I
Because you know,
care?
I was about to throw something. You sure you're live?
Yes,
Yes.
I'm sure we're live.
'Cause I'm in a
Yep.
mood.
Okay, let's go to the OK room then, Mishka. We'll have a challenge showdown in there so that these guys don't have to have their night ruined.
There's no point in doing it if
Too
we're not going to
late.
be on the stream.
Wow, dude.
Well, listen, y'all have fun.
Access granted.
Just clean up after yourselves.
User left your channel.
That was harsh, man.
Necessary.
No, I'm not talking about you.
I missed half of it because I had Mishka's volume turned way down.
He's saying we can go back to the other server because it's been fixed.
Oh.
He's just
You have gotta be
upset
kidding
that we're
me.
intruding on their safe space now.
Oh wait, I don't need to go there. Okay.
Yeah, you're kind of just hacking around randomly now.
I mean,
But
if
that's
he,
the fun.
You're playing the game like how I would play it.
Yeah.
I see
Not
nothing
like
wrong with
how Adam Jensen, PTSD maniac with a shard of glass embedded in the part of his brain that makes it so that he cares about human survival.
Ha!
trying to get to where the other part of the... No, wait, where is... Or do I just want to go back to the office?
Well, you read something on that laptop. I'm not sure what it was, because the print is too small.
I'm gonna go find out what that was just about.
User left your channel.
Be right back.
User left your channel.
Okay, I talked with this guy.
Don't kill me, man. Whatever I did, I'm sorry. Jensen? What are you doing here?
I think you know why I'm here, Tyndall. I want Corella's security footage back.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm Seraph Industries' chief of security. I'm pretty sure I can find out about an edited security tape, so don't bullshit me.
Ah, shit. Listen, Jensen, I never wanted things to get this bad.
I think you know why I'm here.
I'm not a bad guy. I feel for Corella, I really do.
I'm
But
Batman.
sometimes, for a good cause, you have to get your hands dirty.
Oh, there's a good cause now?
Oh, I
Now
see.
the best Batman
You think I'm
call
selling
out
the
is
stuff, right?
Black Belt Jones. And
I
you know
understand
it.
why this would seem like an
Yeah,
obvious
I'm Batman,
motive, especially
except
for
I kill people
Whose bright
with
idea
guns.
was it to make
You
these
shouldn't always take things at face value. I'm not
make
selling
these
the
static
neuropathy. I'm
cutscenes?
giving it away.
Giving it away? To who?
To the people who need it. You think everyone gets augmented by choice? No. Shit happens. And then what? You're saddled with neuropazine injections for the rest of your life. And that shit costs money. But what choice do you have? Without the drug, you'll die. Rejection syndrome, crippling pain. That just ain't right. So I did the only decent thing to do. I stepped up.
I can respect that. But blackmail is still blackmail. Corella wants out, and I'm here to make sure he gets out.
Man, this whole thing is becoming way too much trouble. I've even got 2 local pushers on my back because they say my philanthropic actions are undercutting their profit.
That's not your only problem. A gun-toting client was waiting for you in your apartment earlier.
Really? In my apartment? Shit, the dealers probably sent him. Tell you what, I'll deal with the client later. You take care of the dealers, and the footage is yours.
Okay, I'll help you out. But you better not be playing me.
You give me way too much credit, Jensen. I'm a security tech, not a hardened mobster. The 2 pushers go by the name PG and BK. They hang out in the alley near the basketball court. Just make sure they never bother me again.
You're asking me to kill them.
Well, that's a bit drastic, isn't it? But it's your call.
Dan's gonna go
As long as you
clean
leave
up
me
the
alone.
streets.
The important thing is you need to take care of both of them.
There's only one law. His law.
Why is it still telling me to talk with him?
Look, I told you. If you want me to give you that security...
Because you haven't picked which objective you actually want to do.
What, so I have the option of just killing him?
No, I think you can pick a specific objective and then it won't put all the markers up at once. I'm not sure though, but I think that's the case.
You trying to scare me, Skinner? Because you don't.
Do I really want to get into a firefight with this guy?
Look at you. What are you, a goddamn super
Yeah,
soldier or something?
hold Q
I
on
heard
one
about
and then
them on
hold
the
Q
radio.
on the other.
Lazarus is a shit.
Oh! Okay. That works.
You son of a bitch! Oh!
User joined your channel.
You're all queers. Also, nice to see Dan beating the shit out of random hobos.
They weren't random hobos, they're drug dealers. It's
User joined your channel.
it's Bolsonaro Jensen.
Well.
Jensenaro.
No, what this is Donald Trump after he got his augmentations. You're not gonna be giving oxycodone to the kids anymore.
Yeah. No more
Gotta be
oxycodone
huge.
for our babies.
So what do I do about the one
Let's
that's
have everybody
asleep?
fight and survive
Oh,
like
there we
the
go.
old days.
Just waiting for your health to regenerate because I'm a cyborg with that now. I can shrug off bullets like no one's business.
Dan just summarily executes him.
Templar, you know what aggravates me? One of the things in this arena mode is you can use the arena cars in open world. But I forgot that some of them have insta-kill things on them, like if you're a player and you touch them, you die immediately.
Dan is a one-man war on drugs.
Like circular saw blades and things like that. So I went to go get in my car, and I didn't go near the door. I went to where these giant spikes are on the back of it, and all of a sudden I died. And I'm like, why the hell did I just die?
Look, I told you.
Because you're a
pleb. You want me to give you that security footage? You're going to have to get those pushers
It turns
off
out
my ass first.
I was too close to the spikes and not close enough to the door.
I've taken
Very
care
tricky.
of the dealers.
Like I
Now hand over
said,
the footage.
because you're
Thanks,
a
Jason.
pleb, Eric.
Listen, I know it's not something you did from the bottom of your heart, but still, you saved my ass. Here's your footage.
And no matter what you do in life, no
Hey
matter
Rev,
Listen, Tyndall, I
how
know you're
did you
trying to do
plan
everything,
on getting into the arena
but
more
we have to do
mode?
things by the book.
Grand
or
Theft
we'll just
Auto.
have chaos.
Start off with the death
I'll
bike.
put you in
It's pretty
contact with someone
OP.
inside Seraph Industries. They may be able to get
I'll
you
keep
to
that in
for
mind.
those who need it.
The only
know,
thing
when
you
I
gotta
see the
look out
option.
for is mines.
You'd really
Mines
do
will
that?
take you out, but regular gunshots
Wow.
don't do much to you.
I never would have
Wait,
expected this
did
from
you
you,
say
Jensen.
Mimes?
I really appreciate this.
Mines. You can drop
Tell Carell I'm sorry.
several different types of mines.
Mimes?
You mean we could drop lots of mines?
Mines, yes.
Wow, that'll be interesting. Lots of pet mining
French ones
guys.
too. I think his name is Marcel Marceau.
Some high-quality mime dropping.
Adam, please. You have to get that security footage back.
I got the footage. You owe me one
They're
too.
called
Yeah,
Mimes.
you got that right, Vincent. I mean, thank you so
Hey,
much.
girl, let me get a
This
look
is
at
my
your
life I
memories.
just got back. Listen, I got a hold of a weapon mod. It's not
So-
much, but I figured a guy in your line.
How'd you like it now that it's turned into Animal Crossing? Dan?
The Animal Crossing parts are better.
Listen, I know you were trying to do a good thing, and I respect that. But you should do it through proper channels.
Wait, will that be the next
Next time you might not get
update
this
to
lucky.
Deus Ex?
Yeah, you're right, Adam. I know you're right.
Deus Animal
Listen.
Crossing?
Thanks again.
Alright, what did I get?
Laser targeting system, it looks like.
You can put a freaking laser on your gun.
I might want to sell some of these guns.
Keep. No, but I would say go with the machine. Get rid of the machine pistol.
Yeah. Where was the shop again?
Should be on your map.
It's where the gas station is.
Which gun are you going to install your upgrade on?
Probably the same one as last time, unless... I don't know, is a combat rifle...
Yeah, the combat rifle can take it.
Alright, let's see.
Combat rifle's actually pretty good too.
Where is the upgrade? Oh, here it is.
You can actually get flechette rounds for your combat rifle, which make it so that the bullets have little wings on them and they can shoot around corners and things.
That's crazy. I love it.
I see. I don't know if the combat rifle can take the target leading system.
Okay,
If you can
there's
take
a
the target
credit.
leading system, you can fucking blind fire it and it'll get them. It doesn't matter as long as you've got a lock. Anyway, I hope you all had a good New Year's.
Yeah.
So far, so good. What did you say?
I was in Wales for New Year's Eve.
I assume you don't mean in the John McAfee way.
No. I don't have that raw physical power. I mean, you've got to be a fucking powerful motherfucker to be able to sexually assault a whale.
Actually,
Oh,
I think
looks
there was
like
a story
someone
about him
named
sticking his penis.
Stainless has joined us in chat, and I've been completely ignoring them.
Yeah, he's been there for a while. Sorry, Stainless. I usually say hello to everybody, but I didn't get around to saying hi. Yes, Randall.
Hey,
QQ is
Randall's here too.
QQ is indeed a bad puka. And I'm
Just
going
don't
to
touch
warm
him.
up the touching hand.
Touch him.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna touch the puka.
Don't do it. Don't touch the puka. You're gonna initiate the
Michelle
Washington
Obama, get
protocol.
down.
Ooh.
But it makes me wonder, what if the rumors be true?
What rumors?
The Templar has the big gay.
No, that Michelle Obama's a tranny.
Yeah, it's probably true.
It'd be funny.
That's why I want her to run in 2020, so it'll come out.
Mines are so overpowered in Arena War 2. Ooh, jump upgrade 60%.
Who would have known just a little bit of white makeup would work so many wonders?
Heroico.
Wait, why am I looking at the map? The black market is not going to be on the map.
It is.
Wait, really?
Yes, really.
Really?
I'm fairly certain that the black market is on your map.
No, I mean the information Detroit.
Oh no, it won't be there, no.
I just see downtown apartments, the clinic, the bathrooms.
Okay, so we know where it is though. It's near the Seraph headquarters. So if you head towards...
with moving the map?
I don't know. So if you head to Seraph headquarters, then it's right near there, because that's the moment you got out of HQ is when you saw it.
Oh, I see, okay.
Welcome to the Detroit Automated Information Network.
Alright, you gotta get on this while it's hot. I declare, Dan, you have to change it to level 1 WAF for your Twitter handle. You have to change it to level 1 WAF for your Twitter handle. And then...
The twiddle handle.
Twiddle handle. Say
And
5
then-
times fast. Then QQ has to change it to level 100 Puka.
Level 35 is the traditional number.
Oh, okay.
That's in...
Level 35 Puka.
No.
I know it's right around here.
No way, this is the police station.
What
You gotta,
in the
what you'd have to do is
goddamn...
you gotta look for the gas station, the abandoned gas station by where the Seraph's place is.
Bab?
Yes.
There it is. There's the
I
gas
have
station.
to give you a stern warning. Do not look up Dr. Robotnik from the Sonic the Hedgehog movie.
Wait, this picture's out already?
Do
There it
not
is.
look it up. Nightmare fuel.
The new one or the old one?
The new one.
Too late. Gotta look it up. Ho ho ho.
Don't do it, you fool!
Rest in peace.
Alright,
Be sure to
navigate.
tell all your friends.
Okay.
Oh my god. Jim Carrey.
Wait, you didn't know?
Oh, no, I knew, but I wanted to know how bad someone's
my God,
mock-up
it's so
of it was
bad.
gonna look.
So bad.
I don't think it's the actual picture, it's a mock-up, but...
Oh, is that the
no,
one
there's an
where...
actual poster of it now.
Oh wait, there is?
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Oh no.
Link it here. Link it here for the lulz.
Told you no. Don't do it.
Just do it.
It's not worth it.
No.
Do it. Just do it.
Wait, what? How?
What?
How is that Dr. Robotnik?
It looks like Wallace Breen after about...
What, the generic old man?
That looks like more like Dr. Wily.
That was more like Dr. Light. It
Yeah.
gets worse. It gets worse, by the way.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, that
okay.
looks more like Dr.
That's
Light.
not what.
Hey,
That's
Steve.
not the final product.
You gotta
That's not
drop
the
the
one that
bomb
I saw.
for us, big boy. You need to drop the bomb.
You gotta share it, Vyric.
I'm in the middle of a match right now, otherwise I would.
But I was gonna say it's kind of disappointing. It's like that's what it's initially gonna look like. It looks kind of meh. But then again, I'm not surprised. You know, instead of doing the thing that they should be doing, which is, hey guys, let's make an animated Sonic the Hedgehog movie that would best represent the video game, some moron in Hollywood says, no, we should make it live action!
Oh, hey, Steve the Dragon's here. Hey,
Hey,
Steve.
Hey, Steve.
Hey, Steve.
Hey, Steve. Hey.
Hola, amigos.
Hey, it's time to make some crazy money. Are you ready? Here we go. Offspring plays.
Number 15.
No.
I don't mind a firefight, but I don't want one that I'm gonna clearly lose.
You need to sneak around and find the entrance in the back that the cutscene told you about. Or the voice clip that wasn't a cutscene.
Oh my god, I hate... I hate loading screen hell.
Even if I was able to move that, it's still too far down.
I know there's a way to break in. I've done it before.
Prepare yourself. Here it comes.
Prepare your diddly hole.
What?
You know what?
Might want to save before you mess around in the electricity.
No, let me say something here.
There's no way. Oh, here we go.
Derek, if that actually turns out to be the final result, I'm okay with this. I am totally okay with this.
Yeah, that's not actually a bad look for Dr. Robotnik.
It's not bad at all. It's awesome.
It's
and
like, what the fuck?
And if Jim Carrey hammed the ever-living fuck out of the film looking like this, we're getting another Dennis Hopper Super Mario Brothers moment in cinematic history. And if that's the best thing that comes out of this stupid live-action train wreck, then I will say I am fine with this. I am
Actually,
totally
digging in a little deeper, it looks like this is fan art. My bad.
If it was just fan art, that's a tragedy.
Yeah.
Because this is a much better look for Dr. Robotnik. It's actually believable.
Yeah.
I'm glad
I need
these...
to get that jacket and shave my head.
I'm glad these boxes are made out of a non-metallic composite material. Now you're playing Half-Life!
Where's the crowbar?
Don't you just love environmental puzzles?
Now hold on, Puka. Unlike Half-Life, this is actually entertaining.
They're about the same, honestly.
Templar, whatever you do, don't click that last Twitter image.
Nah, click it. It's perfectly fine. It's just fan art.
I don't even know what it is, but I'm clicking it.
Just no.
You know, I'd be okay with this if this actually were in the movie.
Where's the... Oh, there it is.
Oh shit, big boss is stepping up.
Access denied.
Why?
You're out of time.
Actually, hang on. Let me rephrase it.
I think you can hack before the lockdown ends, can't you?
Let me see. Nope.
Oh yeah, that also reminds me. Templar?
I assume I can't just blow it sky high.
What did you think about that leak from Tumblr?
No, you can't. However, remember, you can queue things up and it'll make things faster. So
what?
You can already start hacking the node afterwards. Or tell it to, before the previous one is done. It'll help save time.
I was about to say, you know the...
You can also fortify your own node, which will mean that it takes longer for it to get through.
You know the leak that I dropped earlier about the guy who was a janitor promoted to being a programmer at Tumblr?
Okay, save the game before you try a third time.
Yeah, give it a bit. I don't have to wait every time.
Oh no, Jack Thompson's back!
I so want to see him go after Fortnite. That would be the funniest thing.
I could totally give him tips.
Simple
Point
way
out
to
that
stop school
it's inspired
massacres.
by a game made by Bohemia Interactive, which makes literal military training simulators.
Yes, and you know what you can do to top that? Tell him it involves the Masons because of the Illuminati one-eye imagery.
I think I gotta get the spam. That has to be it, because there's no other way. Every time I try, it just...
You can fortify your own node first.
Access denied.
You should have bought some automatic unlocking devices. It would have fucking made this a whole lot easier.
How much were those? I don't know, I want to run back there though. What do you do to fortify?
Why am I in loading screen hell?
Click your own node first. What the risk is
Ravi,
now.
got any tips for dealing with that? Loading screen hell.
Sorry, were you talking to me?
Yeah.
Yes, capture immediately. Go.
Access denied.
Loading screen hell in GTA Online.
Yeah.
Join somebody else. Press home.
How do I get out of the loading screen?
Oh, and a bit of a tip, Dan, you can actually
Oh,
fortify
shut
your
up.
starting position.
Yeah, that's what I did, shut up.
Why are you getting pissed off, bro?
You have to understand, virtual hacking is serious business.
So everything, I'm fairly certain that everything off of your main node you can hack immediately. So you can actually do the spam the moment you get the second folder.
Be right back.
Then?
You don't have to wait for the fortify to finish, just so you know. Like, you could set the fortify going and then start a hack on another node.
Is there an AUG that makes it so you're better at taking over nodes?
Yes.
You upgrade,
Hacking.
yeah.
You can increase your stealthiness so that you're not detected quite as easily, and you can fucking proceed with
Fucking relog.
You're just so close. It might be worth getting the hacking upgrade. Don't worry about using up praxis points to get handed out like candy.
I don't have any left. And I don't
You
have
don't?
the credits to buy one.
Oh, I thought for sure you did.
Nope. Well, you know what the net solution to that is, Dan? Go do another quest and come back later.
Maybe I don't even need this for this one.
Yeah, it's no longer marked here.
Yeah.
However, I would explore this back alley a little bit more because I think you can get into. It's directly behind the police station. So, if you're looking to break into the cop place, then this might be a good place to look.
There's also a way in through the sewers.
Yeah.
Anyway, gents, I shall be right back.
Alright.
Have a good one. So Stainless says also, if you disconnect right before you fail the hack, then it doesn't actually count as a failure, so you can do that to cheese your way.
Why would Twitter mark this as sensitive media?
Because the account is marked that way.
Yeah, Twitter doesn't have a granular way of marking your account. Of marking posts. You either mark your entire account that way or you don't. And they will, if you post too much NSFW content, they will force your account to be marked that way. And if you turn it off and continue to post NSFW stuff, they will permanently force your account to be marked that way.
You posting too many Lucarios?
My name's not Puka.
He's been posting too many Sylveons.
Sylveon posting is the new Gamergate.
Oh, you're kidding.
Templar, how's it feel to know that we're going on to 2019 and we're still
Oh, that's why it
talking
says
about
attempts left. Okay.
Gamergate?
What?
That's why it says attempts left, alright. If you disconnect, then it uses up an attempt.
No, I'm fairly certain it's the other way around.
That's what just happened.
Dan, that is why you quick save for every hacking session.
Well, since Templar didn't answer, let me what you
What
think,
did
Fab.
you ask? I can't hear you when 3 different people are talking all at once.
So how's it feel to know that it's 2019 and we're still being brought up as Gamergate?
I enjoy being a boogeyman.
I'm your boogeyman. That's what I am.
Actually, no, you gotta say it this way. Just like in that famous movie clip. Gamergate!
Go home, Gamergate.
Wait, why did you kill yourself? I just said quick save.
Kill yourself, Gamergate.
Why are we talking about Gamergate?
Because Dan's getting
It's
pissed
not
off
because
for
we
no
want
reason,
to, but
because
it's
he
because
shitted
it's being
video
brought up
games.
again. Like, nobody literally understands that you only need to stop treating it as a boogeyman. All you have to do.
No. Seriously, what is Gamergate about? Because, like, for real, I searched it, and all I could see was Lucario Cross.
Okay, we'll explain it to you in a very simple term.
No.
Alright.
I
Basically...
was there, don't worry.
Okay.
That's why I had to tell him no, or he was.
So basically,
there's-
they added Lucario to Smash, and that was the start.
Started Gamergate.
With ethics only.
Yes. No items.
And then went the other way around when,
Okay, that did something. Let's see where the cord went.
Also, there are certain walls later on that you might be able to smash.
I know who the fuck you are, Lucario!
Okay, now that...
I know who you are, Lucario. It's all coming out.
What next? Are you about to tell Lucario that the pie is really good?
It de-electrified that water, now you can go through the water.
Maybe that is where I'm supposed to go.
Gamers tired of no Shrek DLC in Super Mario Sunshine, says Steve the Dragon.
My God, the amount of times I've wanted to play something memey when I've been fucking DJing.
Somebody get a hold of
I gotta
Catholic
play
Church.
Soundstop
Satan is
tonight,
trending
though,
on
so
Twitter.
Okay, here's my advice. You want to play something memery, but legitimately good and fun? Streets, an entire medley of all the most awesome songs from Streets of Rage. I'm being serious.
My clientele usually average age of about 63 years old, so yeah, probably not.
Okay, that was a
Well, they're boomers, right? So they're gonna try and be hip with the kids.
Alright, let's go. Looks like we're going in the front.
No! Try climbing up the side of the building. Trust me.
Alright.
No! Chatelet. That's if you want to play something memery. It fits their age range. It is very disco-y.
That is true. They wouldn't even notice.
Yep, and it's full-on Italo disco to boot. It fulfills all your memery needs.
For real though, I do get away with some dance tracks. I did play fucking Sandstorm tonight, so there is that.
Scatman's World.
Actually, no. I think what he sung was what Scatman.
Can you play?
Somebody mashed it up
Kinda
with
Joe?
Darude Sandstorm.
Yeah, the temptation's been there to play All Star.
I don't think they would mind.
And they don't stop coming, and they don't stop coming, and they don't stop coming.
They don't stop coming, and they don't stop coming.
I still want to know why.
Go back to where those electrocuted crates were. That gets you directly behind the police station. There's a ladder that you couldn't quite reach, but there are boxes nearby. If you stack up the boxes, you'll be able to climb up the ladder. No, not in the sewer. Do you remember the place where you had to do the Half-Life style crate move? Go back there. It was under the underpass.
You do realize you can just walk in the front door if you talk to the receptionist and convince him to let you in, right?
Yeah, but he has to convince him to let him in.
Yeah,
And,
well,
we're-
good point.
We're talking Jensen, who still has the shards of glass in his brain that make him into a homicidal maniac here.
Murder hobo Jensen.
So you go
Murder
under
hobo with legit shades.
where it says Motocon under
I
there.
was thinking it's
Yeah,
Dan we're
you got
talking
it.
about here. He's not going to be able to play a charismatic character no matter what he does.
Hey now, just because
You're a rock
wolves
star.
aren't known for their social behaviors with their outgroup doesn't mean so.
I was gonna say, I thought wolves were very well known for their ability to
Yeah, they're
interact
very
socially.
They can interact socially, but only within their tribe.
AKA why Dan hasn't tried to fucking bite my head off just yet.
Maybe he
He hasn't?
understands his energy is better spent elsewhere.
There's an entire stack of crates over there, Dan. You
You're
went
right.
back and got one of
I
those.
didn't see it.
I love this.
Alright, let's look back here first.
I love this. This is an actual thing. I dropped the archive in the chat here. A simple way to stop school massacres. Enforce video game laws.
The funny
This
thing is, I kind of see where Jack Thompson is not wrong.
Most likely because Jack Thompson also knows, holy crap, this is Broward County, the most corrupt county in the entire eastern seacoast. Good God.
Like, you know, if you don't let minors do things that aren't necessarily intended for minors, maybe you won't have them imitate the acts that they haven't necessarily learned aren't.
Yeah, but here's the thing. We've all known the truth about what happened in Broward County between the sheriffs, the Obama program to fund schools federally.
The 2020 initiative.
Yes. And on top of that, the fact that there's probably some deep staters that sort of told the local cops to stand down and let the crazy kid go nuts when they should have totally suspended the kid and booted him out of the county.
Access granted.
What a sane, not corrupt school district would do.
Hey, finally, now I can get that other one. No, I don't want
Yay! Dan finally got himself a script kitty XP bonus.
Is Dan hacking the police?
Yes.
Hack the police coming straight from the underground.
Well,
Oh
I guess
crap,
that
I
just
didn't even see that
yeah,
guy
I guess
there.
that just confirms that QQ is just whiter than sour cream.
Stop worm software.
You know what's a real
What's
treat?
that?
Knock him out!
I'll tell you what's a real treat, Rev.
Stopworm.
He's already
is-
asleep, you idiot.
If you hack the little tubes when you're hacking, you get worms, and the worms are basically cheat codes when you're hacking other things.
Crap.
The stop worm actually, yeah, stops the trace countdown timer.
So now you can definitely hack the other thing.
I'm gonna bring up some history here, QQ.
Yeah?
Rev, one of the best things I've ever heard was QQ covering Rap God by Eminem.
What? You're assuming that I'm human? Whoa. Yeah, so I suggest you knock out the cops instead of going all stabby on them. Just a bit of advice.
Which button's that?
Ew.
That's what I did
It
the
says
last time.
it says press or hold. One is lethal, one is non-lethal, and I forget which is which.
Hold is lethal, press is non-lethal. So hitting Q quickly is a knockout.
Don't hit Q.
Holding Q is stabby stabby.
Crap.
Okay, holding Q might be alright.
Double knockdown.
That's most of the time.
Oh, this isn't going as planned.
Not enough
I
energy.
could have told you this is
Yeah,
how
you're
it
out of
goes
battery.
down, 'cause You don't have a stun gun.
Isn't there also a later upgrade to the takedown system that lets you take down 2 people at once?
That would have been useful before.
That's what those energy bars are for, by the way. They restore your energy.
Oh, okay.
Cyber Boost Pro Energy Bars.
You know, I kind of like the fact that they eventually stopped doing that in the second game, but it's still kind of fun when you sort of had it for a while, because it was like...
Because you could just stock up on a bunch of bars and
Yeah.
use them.
Which I think is kind of like, it's kind of funny that that's the first thing they did before they went to more reasonable biocell systems. Which is kind of funny. The best
All I
part-
know is that the second game allowed you to passively regenerate a bit, so you weren't completely shit-canned out of luck if you fucking didn't have any energy bars, because the first game, for whatever reason, decided we're not going to sell ramen in the ramen noodle shops so that you can actually restore your ability to punch people in the face.
Dan-
Batteries charge up.
Of course, the best part about it all is like, you sit down and you think
Oh.
about it. Maybe what they should have done is used Monster Energy Drink.
Monster kill.
Well, there you go. Next game, they'll get a sponsorship from Monster, and that'll be the highest fucking energy restoring item.
Darn it. No, I didn't want to do that. Uh-oh.
I definitely
Just load the autosave, man.
Double kill.
You'll just see like you just see like older Jetson, and he's like in his 30-year-old boomer shirt. It says Doom on it.
Riding a lawnmower.
I definitely asked for this delicious
Never asked
sugar-free
for this.
Monster Energy.
What the hell did you ask for then?
Hey, RPX,
Hello.
how's it going?
You might actually want to start saving after takedowns. Just suggesting it.
Also, another thing to lighten the mood right now, the Overwatch scandal.
This is a level 1 hack. It should be easy.
Isn't
No,
it?
that's what reignited the whole Gamergate discussion.
But what was there to reignite?
I'm trying to start a conversation, guys. I'm gonna catfish
There is
everybody.
no
so I can start
conversation to be
fucking
had other
conversation.
than how long do women's skirts need to be at esports events?
No, you. Well, I mean, you're right.
No, the real question.
The thing is, like, when you start a conversation through a false narrative, what are you hoping to accomplish? Because you've already defeated your own purpose for having
logic to these communist faggots, Varric. It gets old really fast.
Oh, you can zoom out. Okay. Ooh, this looks like a nightmare.
Actually, one of the things I was saying was kind of awesome about it all.
It's only level 1.
Looking at it, is I was thinking to myself and going, you know, it's like, now, with all the crazy stuff that's happening to Blizzard right now, I'm like, happy that the last thing I ever bought was Diablo 2 and Lord of the Destruction used.
Sadly, the last thing I ever bought was Diablo 3. Sadly.
I never bought it because the moment they said that it was going to be online all the time for the PC version, I was like, nope, not giving you buggers a cent. And then I just stuck to playing, what was it, Torchlight 2. And it was like, it's a better experience. It just kind of is. Well, and then eventually...
Might want to save.
And then we ended up getting, what was it, Grim Dawn.
You might want to learn what the quick save key is.
You might want to learn how to get good, because I've gotten through this entire section without needing to pull this crap.
Hey, save scumming is a perfectly legitimate strategy.
If you're a pleb, sure.
Hold it right there.
But I guess I know what they say. Deus Ex, the game where anytime someone mentions it, it reminds you to go reinstall it. Or run up to that cop and just punch him with your cyber arm.
Yeah, but not after he set off the alarm.
Punch him in the face.
Okay, guys. Hands down,
Crap,
worst
that was-
stealth system ever implemented in a game? Soldier of Fortune 2. Oh, Soldier of Fortune 2. You could have just been a fun running gun with bodily damage.
Oh, the worst
But
stealth
you
in any game, I would probably say, is Alien Colonial Marine.
You know what the worst video game ever made was? Anything with Anthony Birch's name attached to it.
I don't know. Borderlands was lots of fun.
Here's the thing. How do I put it this way? I played the pre-sequel, and you know what's sad about the pre-sequel? If it wasn't for the fact that it was tied into some of the crap in Borderlands 2, it feels more like
punch him and drag him into the vent.
That's the plan.
I was about to say that what I really liked about was it the Borderlands where you were on the moon was I was like going, you know, the second Borderlands would have been a lot more fun if you actually allowed for goofy jumping mechanics and goofy maneuverability. But I toss this up to the fact that with Pitchfork and Gearbox, he was still in Half-Life mode.
Might want to save.
I just did.
And
Oh,
this was
I
like
can't tell what you have.
This was like a few years past before you started seeing games bring back normal, you know, Unreal Tournament levels of like speed and mobility options again. I mean, it's one of the things I actually enjoy the most about Shadow Warrior 2, is that Shadow Warrior 2 has a lot of these sorts of jump forward, move back, bunny hopping things, and like double jumps and stuff. And it's like, why did so many game companies take that away for a while?
Because how dare you have fun, you misogynist?
Thanks to the arrival of William Taggart, celebrity.
Cause Bunny hopping is fun when you have a railgun, but it's not fun if you take your game too seriously and have realistic weapons.
Well, that's what they said, and then they introduced bunny hopping and all sorts of quick like movements into the latter games of Black Ops.
To meet
Womp
with
womp.
David Seraph in person, to offer my deepest sympathies, and assure him that these attacks are in no way linked to Humanity Front.
Just a freeze!
You know, I do find it funny with the Overwatch controversy, though. Is I sit back and I think to myself, and I go, the guy just didn't have the balls to say, "I'm just trolling you, son." Start a conversation, but he just wanted to troll people. For that, I salute him. But he should have just said, "I'm just trolling you, suckers."
I don't care, just so long as everyone's screaming, Blizzard gets blamed for everything, and we just have a whole lot of wailing, moaning, and gnashing of teeth.
But you know what's the best part in all of this, though? Blizzard, because they embrace the wokeness, Activision is activating the brokenness on them. Hundreds of employees getting laid off.
Good.
Oh, you're about to enter the armory now.
2 CFO.
I could tell you I could tell you the password for the armory computer.
Can you just enter it in?
Yes. If you find passwords, Dan, you can just enter them into the keypad and it'll unlock without any problems. That's why you should be going and digging and rooting through people's emails because nobody understands OPSEC in this universe.
The password is
Oh, wait.
patriotism.
Oh wait, Templar. That sounds just like our universe.
Exactly!
Yay, the game turned into Five Nights at Freddy's.
Got Cawthon to
Open
sue.
the door,
I
my
did.
friend. Open up
Next
the
thing you know,
door,
we'll be
nigga.
listening to the Living Tombstone.
I guess I can't just take everything that's not nailed down.
You want the peps, trust me.
You see, Dan, this is why you go for the augments that give you an increased inventory.
He did. He did.
So for once, he was playing the game intelligently, and he still fucked up. Congratulations. Yes, I'm gonna give him shit. No, I'm not gonna give him a break. No, you can't do anything to stop me. Yes, I'm gonna keep bullying the WAF.
If you are outside of the green cone, it cannot see you.
Yeah.
They put the extremely
Safe,
narrow
by the way.
lenses on those things.
Of course, they realized from the early years, QQ, that they need to have clearly identifiable faces on the perps, so they can't be accused of racism.
The idiot just looked at me and did. Oh. He's looking right at me. Oh crap.
I've got a visual.
AI, what's logic, guys? Hi! Punch him! Punch him!
No, there's 2 others out there.
That peps gun you got is a mass knockout gun, by the way. Everyone in front of you just passes out.
Yeah, that's if he does still have it.
It's
though,
not
'cause,
quiet though, so be careful. It's for when you need to use the big boomer.
Dan is playing high risk mode.
Oh crap, I forgot to say. Let's see. Nope, I can't.
Don't take another step.
Oh, you have got to be
Back
kidding.
away. Now.
What?
Police, get on the ground.
Yeah.
Disconnect.
Too late.
Yeah, hacking doesn't freeze time. I forgot to tell you.
Oh, screw it.
Police, get on the ground.
See you around, dude.
Oh, that was dumb.
Time for some cancer, kids.
Is Dan just gonna turn the police office into a bloodbath?
No. What Dan's doing.
Is there a penalty for doing that?
Yes.
Oh, it is.
What Dan's gonna do is he's gonna enact the revenge of Trayvon Martin.
That guy had 100 credits on him.
It'll buy me a whole
has
lot
no
of
credits on
Skittles, man. Remember, that worm you got can't stop the countdown. For a time, anyway.
Yeah, hit space to activate it.
Access granted.
Oh, he's got plenty of time.
Hack it! Hack it! Get in and run! What manner of cancer did you post?
Oh, you'll see.
Laser system. Nah.
You got a laser system? Oh no, that is this laser system. Okay. Oh, this isn't so bad.
Access granted.
Blah, blah, blah. Mark Kern going, women NVIDIA good.
Oh wait, no. It's not like I posted it in the other chat, but I'll dump it in there for you to see.
Congratulations, you broke into the police office and hacked their computers.
Congratulations, Dan is not a complete failure.
What's the next step
Should
of
I
your
get the
master
next
plan?
fortify?
Stealth reduces the chance of you getting detected while capturing nodes.
Yeah, I'll take that one. Let's see.
So you'll probably see it more in the other chat now.
Yeah, let's hide this guy in here. It'd be funny if I could.
He's
put
just
him in the
sleeping
chair.
on the job.
Yeah, it'd be funny if I could put him in the chair so people think that he just fell asleep on his own.
I'm just really confused as to where they were going with some parts of this game.
Which game?
Is this ASX? Like
Juice X.
I don't know. I can't say it right. Retarded. Templaring tonight.
Deus
X. It is
Deus
X.
Do sex.
Do sex.
Alright, let's. Ooh,
Great job, Dan. Now what's the next step of this master escape plan?
Pull him in the vent.
The entire Detroit police force is going to be knocked unconscious.
And they'll wake up in a vent, wondering how the fuck they got in there.
Oh, how do I shut
Now
this?
I know
Oh,
how
you're
a
kidding me.
TV
His
dinner
arm is
feels.
too... His arm is in the way. There we go. His arm is
Arm's
still
in the way. He's got squirrels in his pants.
No one goes to the bathroom, just shove him in the stall.
Yeah, people will think that he's
How is he not dead?
Kidding me? God damn it, Rockstar, and your bullshit.
There we go.
What happened
Oh,
now?
oh, you gotta be kidding. Is someone in here?
Like, I could understand it if my car had fallen into this rapid area here.
Open
my
up
car
one
like
of the bathroom
splashed
stalls
through.
and shove them in there.
My car just splashed through a shallow creek and then ended up getting destroyed. Like, come on.
What'd I just pick up?
You deserve.
It was a pocket secretary. It'll be in your info logs.
Alright.
Not a pocket rod.
No, you're. Yeah.
The clipboard thingy. There you go.
What keypad?
Doesn't matter. Now that you've looked at it, if you ever go to it, the code will be there.
Alright.
See, Dan, this is why you go rooting through everyone's garbage. OPSEC is completely non-existent. Now you just gotta find a way out of the police station.
No, he's got other objectives here.
Let's the alarm.
He's got to get down to the morgue. That's what he's got to do.
Alright,
Son
let's
of a
find
bitch.
another way around.
Wait, are you going for the blue objective marker?
Ow!
Access granted.
Yeah. Oh.
I don't think you want to go for the blue one.
Why?
I think that's the exit to the police station.
Oh.
Yeah, you want to go for the yellow one, which is where the morgue is. You want to examine that body, right?
Yeah. Okay, that's... Oh, I don't want to be here. I want to be here.
You hack the door to the receptionist's desk, which I actually think is kind of cute, but...
Nah, I can't go there. There's too many people. Oh, go back in the vent. Yeah, that'll work.
What's popping?
Dan's trying to get to the
Maybe I should
morgue
shut
in the
this
police
door so
station
that
without
someone
adding to it.
walks by.
I was
You've
about to
alarmed
say,
them.
What's truly popping is I finally got my Z23.
Oh, but the alarm faded.
What's truly popping is... I don't know, I can't think of anything funny. I've got the boring tone of a history teacher right now.
Boring or boating? Oh my.
I don't know what kind of history class you went to.
Yeah, it does certainly raise a few questions, that, doesn't it? I mean, I think of all the education that I missed, but then my homework was never quite like this.
Oh boy. Hmm.
Hey, Commissar is with us. Hey, Commissar.
If the Commissar's in town, you better don't turn around.
Is it Commissar Jamal or Commissar Cletus?
Did you just break his arm?
Yes.
That's okay, as long as you're not stabbing him, I guess.
It's neither. It's neither Commissar Cletus or Jamal.
It's Commissar Lou.
It's Commissar Jaleel White.
Alright, how do I get through this? Oh, it's an easy one again. A very easy one, wow. Not so easy. How do I get rid of the camera? Wait, hold on, I got an idea.
I can let you into something here. If you drag the body near those lasers, the lasers should actually disengage.
Too heavy.
Yeah.
But that actually would work.
All these cardboard boxes, that has to be it. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like it works.
That's hilarious.
Metal Gear Solid teaching us that cardboard boxes are very helpful.
Just need one more.
So you have to hack all 3 of those green things.
Access granted.
What's a nuke virus?
It just blows the whole thing up.
Nice.
Yeah, instead of hacking the node, you use a nuke virus and it'll blow up the node immediately. You don't have to knock the, whatchamacallit that.
What?
Oh, it just nukes one node?
Yeah,
Reload
just nukes
speed
one node.
upgrade. Ooh.
Check your inventory, you might have, yeah, you've got an upgrade there you can put on one of your guns, rate of fire upgrade. I would have kept the peps, to be honest.
I'm gonna pick it back up.
I'm bopping up there. Catch you guys later.
Have a good one.
Alright, have a good night.
I'll still watch the stream though.
Bye.
Later.
User left your channel.
Is there a max number of upgrades you can put on a gun?
Yeah. I remember upgrading the pistol up to goddamn near full. It took out box bots in 2 shots. It was brilliant.
By the time you get to actually wanting to do a lethal takedown, you'll have so much pistol ammo.
See you around, Steve.
Yeah, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, see ya.
Take care, Steve.
Access granted.
Dan, you won't alert him. He's
Oh.
expecting somebody.
About time. You the home sec guy I was ordered to wait for? Tell Manderley I didn't get the memo until I was halfway through the autopsy. By then, it was too late to close him up again.
Right. So you recovered the neural hub?
Tricky bit of work that was. I
A few inches lower and the bullet would have fried more than just the pedal connectors. As it is, I can't guarantee you'll get anything useful out of it, other than the fact that it's been modified.
Modified? With what?
Some kind of wet drive. But hey, I didn't look. Ultraviolet means ultraviolet, and I know how touchy you guys get when it comes to matters of national security. He's all yours. The hub's been detached, but I left it in the skull as ordered. Now, if you'll excuse me, I got paperwork to fix.
Boss, I got the neural hub. Looks like it's been modified with some kind of wet drive. Pritchard should have a look at it.
No, don't bring it here. Frank's not finished running his diagnostic, and I don't want to risk connecting any tech to our networks till he's done.
Especially if the tech is military. So what do you want me to do?
Take the hub to your apartment. I'll have Frank contact you there.
No, I don't have the time. Oh! Crap.
Too busy sucking at the game again?
10-4, don't you talk to me about that after that stream you did of Crash Bandicoot.
Yes, we're gonna keep holding the Crash Bandicoot stream over my head. Like I said to Bacon, that doesn't make up for every other time you've sucked at video games.
Woo! Stealth Master there.
Ah, crap, I might not be able to get this one.
Does it really count as stealth if you have to save scum the fuck out of it?
Yes, it does.
It most certainly does not. But we don't care because Dan So Shit will be here all night if we hold him to that.
So you gotta get both green things.
Crap, what did the hand do?
Access granted.
Did I use up one of
That
the
was your...
worms?
Yeah, that was a stop worm.
Oh well, it was worth it, probably.
Oh, and all these cubes that could have been gotten.
Oh, that's where that is, okay.
Yeah, that's the door you couldn't hack earlier. All the levels are actually really you see, this is what I was talking about when I said that part of the level design is part of the narrative in the Deus Ex games. The levels have a conspiratorial design where everything loops back on itself and so on and so forth. You know what I mean? It's just so nice. And that is what I look for in a game like this, is I want the architecture to tell a story in and of itself. And to answer your question, Commissar, for some reason 10mm pistols are the Deus Ex gun. They've been that's what you get in the original game, so I don't know why everyone's using this caliber, including evidently the Detroit police.
Why is the S3 marker? Why is it telling me to walk in the front door?
Because you still haven't got information from that one guy up front.
Okay.
Remember the guy in the lobby?
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna walk right up to the desk and be like, hey guys, how is it in there? Any concussions?
Strong words. You're a real poet. Tell me, Is that how you plan to handle the judge when they prosecute you for perjury, possession, and intent to distribute?
What the hell are you babbling about, Chrome Boy?
Funny story. There's this guy, Blaine Lopez. Deals dope near City Airport. A real scumbag. You know him? Because I have a nice little chat record between him and you. So you want to go to jail? Or you want to tell me what I want to know?
How the hell do you... Shit, man. Now listen, I just did what was asked of me. I didn't have a choice.
Talk.
Okay, look. I just came in one morning and there was an email with my new assignment in it. Official business. But there were also specific instructions. I had to check out the lab for footage from an IntelliCam. They told me to take it and leave it near a garbage can somewhere near the lake.
What was on it?
Well, it's not crystal clear, but mainly it shows the boys who attacked Seraph as they were breaching the labs. And it looked like they were bringing something in with them. Impossible to tell what.
Who asked you to do this?
You think I know? Orders are orders around here. They always come from above. And nobody asks questions. You just do what they say, and you hope you don't end up like Secretary Haas over there.
Following yet another anti-augmentation demonstration.
The dialogue with Haas was just fucking fantastic. The voice actors should have got an Oscar for that shit.
But Dan just punched his way through, so he doesn't even need to do it.
Yeah, he missed out on a good bit of acting there.
Hey, Jetson.
But we all know that the greatest character of all time in this one is Letitia.
Wait, is she the trash can lady?
Yeah. Well, shit.
Dan's walked past her several times. I keep wanting to poke him and telling him to talk to her.
Have you found anything? Please.
It's one of the reasons a lot of people got really mad at this game is because she was a toxic stereotype.
You were
right. So we're not mad about the fact that most of the villains are black.
So, what did you find?
Nope.
Alright.
I got my hand on a test report that confirms what was bothering Chase. The attackers used excessive measures to make bodies and equipment unidentifiable.
Oh my god, Megan. What do you make of this, Adam?
I don't know exactly. I guess the idea was to leave no traces, no DNA evidence that would link back to them. But it just seems a bit too convenient. An officer assigned to the case was asked to get rid of a major piece of evidence. Footage from one of our IntelliCams showed fuzzy images of the attackers bringing something inside the labs.
What? What were they bringing in?
I don't know. But for someone higher up to want that evidence gone, it must have been important. Someone in the government, a man named Manderley, ordered that a specially appointed medical examiner perform the autopsy. He bypassed the local ME. Simply put, that's not a good sign.
It sure doesn't sound good.
There were only 3 people who got out of the labs alive. Me and 2 others. One died in the hospital a few days later. The second one, a lab tech, was ready to give a detailed description of what he saw. Funny thing is, by the time the investigators got to him, he couldn't remember a thing.
You sound like you don't
Hey,
believe
Seneca.
that.
I don't. Not from the reports I've read. I think someone got to him first.
So what you're telling me is we couldn't find anything conclusive?
No, I'm sorry. But one thing's for sure.
Seneca readers watching.
Somebody's been hard at work covering
Yep.
up and destroying
Hey.
evidence related to this case. Somebody with power who wanted to erase anything that might have made the investigation linger. I'm sorry, Cassandra. I wish I had more tangible answers to give you.
It's all right,
And
Adam.
then
I'm sure you did
Seneca's
all you could.
all, Ayo,
At
family.
least now I know my instincts
And
were
his
right.
response to
And,
Orville is, make me
do you-
dork.
do you know exactly how Megan died?
I read the reports. She didn't suffer, Cassandra. I can promise you that.
Thank you, Adam. It's not much, but it still brings me some comfort. I miss her so much.
Don't worry, Cassandra. This is not over. I don't know how or
Marathoning
when,
old PewDiePie
but I will
bits,
get to the bottom of this.
And
I
it popped
knew
up in
I
the
was
Reddit.
right to
Okay.
trust you, Adam.
I was
Please,
marathoning
be careful.
just an entire
Strange.
archive of
I
Lucario
thought
crops.
knowing what really happened would make me feel better.
Oh, you were looking at my Twitter feed?
But nothing will ever justify
Yes, I was
this.
looking at your Twitter feed.
My daughter is gone,
Because that's
and
probably
I'll
the best
never
thing you
get
could
her
do
back.
with your time.
I wish.
Look
I
at the
wish
Twitter
I
feed of
could
some
be sure
goddamn
she gets
puka.
justice.
Trust me, she will.
Alright, I'll say this about the game. It doesn't do the stupid Revolution 60 crap that every other dialogue choices game does. Like Shadowrun Returns did it, I think Fallout 3 did. I know 4 definitely did, but I don't remember for sure if 3 did. What else? Like basically every game that has dialogue options does this, where they'll give you multiple options and they're basically the same outcome.
Yeah, they couldn't get away with that in a Deus Ex game. There's no way. People would be pissed off.
Where are you, Jensen?
You didn't have an option though to go. Somebody, lady, the entire investigation is fucked.
Connect the neural hub to your computer.
The Detroit cops are corrupt as shit.
You can access my personal computer.
Who do you think configured your security protocols?
Oh yeah, I mean I still kind of do prefer the Morrowind option, but even that has its limitations.
Oh, like the ever-expanding dialogue tree as you learn more? Yeah, I mean, you can't get much more advanced than that. Here's your apartment. How'd you like it?
Why is the mirror cracked?
I never asked for this.
There were entire threads about why the mirror is cracked. He actually asks the front desk if he can get his mirror replaced. And it's heavily implied that he punched it because he was upset about his appearance.
The hub's connected.
Also, wasn't there like a
I know.
post-it note
Now be
just
quiet
in
and
the
let me
mirror?
concentrate.
Yes.
I need his name, Pritchard.
I wonder what it
Not
is.
his
However,
genetic history.
there's suspicion that the reason that the mirror is cracked is because mirrors are hard to render in video games.
My God, Jensen. Your suicide hacker
Tell
didn't
that
kill
to Duke
himself.
Nukem.
You obviously didn't see his brain splattered all over the floor.
Duke Nukem
You
cheated.
don't understand. The wet drive modification in this chip, it allows someone to hack through you. It turns you quite literally into a human proxy.
So he wasn't working
Devil
alone.
May Cry 1 actually
Someone
did have
off-site
some
was doing the
good
actual
mirror
hacking.
reflection
Exactly.
effects, though.
And whoever it was tried to hide
Yeah, when the
his
cutscene's
location
over, I'll
by
talk
using
about
multiple
this.
Satellites. But I may have just traced him to here, an abandoned factory complex
Actually,
in
I might
Highland
need to go to
Park.
bed. I gotta
Get
go
me the address,
to...
Pritchard.
I gotta
Because
go
if
to
we're
dentist
lucky,
tomorrow
whoever
at
pulled our terrorist
9:30.
strings might still be there.
Good luck at the dentist, man. Oh, hey, should I send you the obligatory scene from Little Shop of Horrors?
How Duke Nukem did mirrors was you'd leave a big space behind the mirror in the level editor, and it would automatically copy the geometry in front of the mirror to behind the mirror. That's how Duke 3D did it. So it was actually an entire copy of the level geometry behind the mirror, and you had to be careful and make sure that there was nothing behind the mirror, or the generated geometry would intersect with it and cause problems.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, they could do it, but yes, it was also costly.
And you could also break the mirror and destroy the room behind.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, that's it for tonight. Thanks for joining us, guys.
Have a
Yep,
good night.
thanks for
That
coming.
was 3 hours. Good golly.
Yeah, you have to admit one thing about the game. It certainly sucks up time without you realizing it.